Good evening, Hotfix Nation, and welcome back to Hidden Heroes. This is the Hotfix show where we aim to showcase speedrunners who are part of marginalized communities and the games that they're passionate about and that they want to show off. I am your host, Anarchy, and for tonight, I was really thinking about the miracle that is motor vehicles. I was driving to the gym the other day, and I was like, man, this is so wild. I really cannot believe I have a license, and I was operating a motor vehicle, and I was like, whoa, I have free will. It kind of rocks. Driving a car kind of rocks. So with that thought, I figured for today, we would do a kart racing episode with some very cool people. So up first, we're going to have Crow, who will be running Pac-Man World Rally all tracks, which I've been told is a run that has some crazy style sauce. I'm very excited for that. Then after that, we're going to be having a serial hidden hero, Peas, who's going to be showing us the 48 base game tracks from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with items. We've got a great lineup of gamers for tonight, so make sure you stick around. For tonight's shirt bit, we have the shirt that I thrifted. This is in this household, we love number 24, Jeff Gordon with the navigation. You already know the vibes, so very, very awesome. Just for some quick announcements before we get started, Black in a Flash's Summer Speedrunning Celebration, Juneteenth, will be live on the GDQ channel from June 19th through the 22nd. Type !Juneteenth in chat for the full schedule and visit gdq.gg/BAF to learn how you can join the Black in a Flash community. Also, Summer Games Done Quick is also coming up less than 2 months now. It will be live in Minneapolis, Minnesota from July 6th through the 13th. If you're interested in attending, make sure to register for the event by May 26th, which is coming up. Use !SGDQ in Twitch chat or visit gamesdonequick.com for more information. But anyway, without further ado, I want to welcome Crow, who's going to be showing us Pac-Man World Rally all tracks. Crow, good luck and have fun.
Thank you very much. Hello everybody, my name is Crow393, gonna be running some Pac-Man World Rally. So this game released in 2006 for PS2, GameCube, PC, and PSP. This game kind of ties along with the general series of the Pac-Man World series that you may remember, like Pac-Man World 1, Pac-Man World 2, and World 3. This one released a year after World 3, so it kind of ties along with it, as well as having some of the characters that you may remember in those games. This game is basically a kart racer that is just revolved with those same characters, as well as a couple other Namco classic characters that you will see soon. But pretty much it's just a tie-in kart racer that's similar to Mario Kart, but also has its own unique mechanics in different ways, as well as having some pretty cool glitches. Even though this is a kart racer, we do actually have certain skips that we do, certain ways of going out of bounds, completing tracks much earlier. So definitely before definitely keep your eyes peeled for this one. It's definitely gonna be pretty cool. So yeah, all tracks, we basically play all 15 tracks that are in the game. There are four cups, 4 tracks in 3 of them, and then there is 3 of them in the last cup. And basically, we're going to be playing all of them as quick as possible, but also having to deal with the CPUs and a bunch of the items, which I will go over later because the items can make or break sometimes certain scenarios. And then you also notice on the left side that you can see that there is an input viewer right here. So this is just an additional thing to show how some of the movement comes in, because with some of the mechanics I'm going to be doing with the while during the driving and the racing and everything, as well as when it comes to certain ways to set up certain skips and stuff, because it is pretty cool. In the meantime, I'll go ahead and get it started. So all tracks is basically the main category, and there's multiple ways to be able to run this. So you can run it on circuit mode or quick race, but for RTA purposes, I'm gonna be running on quick race because it's much faster. And for the character, we're actually be playing as Talkman. Talkman, if you may know, is actually the main antagonist from Pac-Man World 1, and he's actually the fastest character that we're gonna be playing as, and has a good speed, but not good for acceleration and turning. But that doesn't we're able to make it up, so that's actually pretty cool. Anyways, I'll go ahead and get it started. So time starts when I confirm past this point. So I'll give a countdown from 3, and we could start time on go. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck, Crow.
Thank you very much. All right, so this is the first track. This is called Cloud Garden. Each track is pretty unique in their own ways. It has pretty nice level designs, as well as some really great soundtrack. That is definitely something that definitely look forward to, is the soundtrack in this game. It's really nice in my opinion. And right off the bat, I'm just going to be explaining what's going to mainly be the main premise when it comes to racing this game. So we're going to be drifting a lot, and as well as being able to get some boosts like how you normally would in a kart racer. So basically what's happening here is like there's a certain amount of time where we have to wait until, like, as you can see, like there's a visual where like my drift smoke changes from yellow to red. So when it turns yellow, that basically signifies that I started to drift. And as soon as like it turns red, that signifies that I'm able to actually do a boost afterwards. What's actually kind of cool is that the longer you hold your drift, the more the color changes. As you can see right here, it goes to purple, then to green, and then to white, which is the last one. So it is a pretty cool visual like effect, which I actually really like, that shows the drift. But it doesn't like change anything at all, because even if you hold out the drift for that long, you still get the same amount of speed. And that's pretty much like the main thing, as well as like cutting corners, but also doing some little like I guess like sequence kind of like ways of getting shortcuts. Though the shortcuts thing is probably in quotations, because like as you can see on the top left, I collected a cherry that actually activates this shortcut right here, which is going to be like the main like way of us activating it throughout the entire run. So every single track in this game will have a essentially like a collectible you have to do in order to like do the shortcut, or like a different like alternative path in every single track. There are more than one of them. Like as you can see right now, there's only one, but there are tracks where there are two of them or three, and we will be seeing some of them soon, because some of them will actually help us save time. But there are some where we don't actually have to collect them, because they're not really that worth it. But luckily with this game, it's still pretty cool. Also, say hello to the Pac-Mobile. So this is actually a pretty unique like mechanic, where normally in this game, like you can, like you saw, I was able to collect like some pack dots. That's able to help us use the Pac-Mobile. And what that does basically is that we are on like a timer where we go very fast in a giant like Pac-Man like shaped mobile. And we're able to also like chomp our enemies. So all of our enemies that like we're racing against, they all turn into blue ghosts, and you can actually like eat them. It's pretty like, it's a pretty cool gimmick. Also, that was pretty fast, 2:16. That's a pretty nice time for this track. Averagely, like it takes like this game, like even though like it's not really like a random one in terms of racing games, it has definitely like been optimized a lot by a lot of the runners. So shout outs to all like the Pac-Man World Rally runners. And this is Molten Mountain. So this is actually going to result in one of the first cool skips that you're going to be seeing in the game. So I'm doing a speed boost right here, and by going up, I'm able to like maneuver myself and do a checkpoint abuse, where I'm able to skip the areas you can see on the mini map. All the CPUs are currently like going around like those two little like donut areas and then like a little curve. So I just did that movement by basically so by holding the drift button, or like by pressing it when like you're towards the corner of a boost pad, you get launched up much higher. And by doing it on that specific corner, you're able to go much higher, but unfortunately I didn't get to do it there. But that skip saves like 7 seconds. It skips this entire scenario. But luckily, because I already activated the fruit, I can be able to get this cool, interesting skip. And then it's really nice, honestly. But other than that, it's just making sure to hold on and do as much of the like drifting as possible to get like faster movement. But at the same time, you don't want to continuously drift, because there are certain points where if you drift constantly, you will lose a little bit of time, and it's just like not as worth it. So it's all more of just like managing of like where you are, and as well as like your direction, because sometimes the drifting can also vary as like how you turn. Really, that's an interesting part. And oh, that was not good. So now I'll actually talk about like how this game has some similarities with Mario Kart, like in general. So as you saw, that's the blue bomb. It is a heavy reference to the blue shell, as well as like the green bomb and the red bomb, which represent the green and red shells. Alongside with the items are also the additional ones. As you can see right here, there's a snowman that's behind me. So that snowman is able to drop down some snow, as well as being able to stun enemies and then put them in an ice block, which in order to break out of it, you have to continuously mash your acceleration button. And it's actually pretty unique, like the different types of designs they had for all the items. Some of like but at the same time, they still try and make them all like Pac-Man based. But there is actually a pretty interesting thing regarding with like this game's like development as well, that I'll go over like later. And I also want to explain that like, so even though like we're collecting fruits, they all like change throughout each track. So like in the last track, the fruit we collected were cherries. In this one, it's actually a watermelon, and it varies from each one, referencing like the types of fruits that you collect in like normally you would collect in Pac-Man, which is actually pretty cool. But yeah, that is Molten Mountain done. And now we're gonna be entering into Rolling Hills. So this is like a highway type level. I don't know what this is supposed to reference, but in terms of like, again, like with Mario Kart like similarities, I like to imagine this as like this game's version of like the Mushroom Bridge or something, or just like any other like Mario Kart track that's like a highway, but I can't really think of it like what else there is. But it's pretty cool to see like just like seeing like some of the ways like we do like corner cuts and everything. This one as well as like introduces to like how if you do like a drift or like you press the drift button at like the edge of a ramp, you have like a little bit of boost right here, which is pretty cool. And I should also mention about this item that you see behind. This is Syria the dragon, and what she does is she like spews out some ice and makes some ice blocks. So it's kind of similar to how the snowman does it, although the snowman throws projectiles of it. Syria just drops it like straight behind you. All right, cool. So that was a way to back that up. So something that should be mentioned as well is that in this game, one of the unique features is that you're able to have a form of invincibility, and that is called a guardian. So, depending on the character, if you play as a hero or a villain, you either get a guardian angel or a guardian devil. So, with this instance, because I'm playing as Talkman and he's like an antagonist, this is a guardian devil. But what's actually pretty cool about the guardians is that it helps you get any form of invincibility for around 8 seconds from anything, whether it be like stage hazards or items that go after you. And what's actually pretty cool is that it can also help protect you from the blue bomb, but you have to make sure to time it correctly, because even if it goes towards you, as soon as like it's on you, like here for example, you can't use the guardian to be able to block it as compared to if you were to use it like against a black bomb or a green bomb or a red bomb. And that's like one of the main things when it comes to like the form of RNG with the runs in this game, especially with like any category, especially ILs. If you want to like try and improve it, it's heavily relied on RNG, but that's also if you're doing quick race. But if you're doing time trials, it's not that bad. It's actually time trials for this game get rid of the CPUs, and you actually get like 3 like speed boost pads, like speed boosts, like that be able to like help you like increase your speed. They're essentially like the mushrooms in Mario Kart. But the downside of it is that you don't get to do the pretty interesting shortcuts, which in this one I am doing another one as well, and it's actually pretty unique. Other than that, this is basically just more of a just like getting to the very end. Not many of the tracks here have like insane skits. It's just all like on movement. But again, it's just pretty cool to see like the different types of ways you're able to implement certain things that are Pac-Man related, or like we're trying to be Pac-Man related. Speaking of that, I might as well explain this. So like I mentioned how like there are certain Namco characters that are included in this game. So some of those characters are actually from like other classics that you may remember, such as like not only Pac-Man, but also like the Pac-Man World games. So like, as you can see, I'm currently playing as Talkman from World 1. There's another character that you can also play as is Irwin from Pac-Man World 3, as well as Spooky, the 2 other antagonists from Pac-Man World 2, and then Irwin from Pac-Man World 3. But what's also interesting is you can also play as the prince from Katamari Damacy.
I was just gonna say I thought I saw him before. That's wow.
Yeah, he's actually the first character you own. So there's like unique ways to unlock characters. So to unlock like those, because like he's one of the 3 you can unlock in this game. So to unlock the prince, you have to complete all of easy mode. You have to complete all the tracks in easy mode and get first place, I believe, or just complete all of them and then like have like just at least finish with first place. The second one you can also unlock is Puka from Dig Dug. If you've remembered, the little orange like ball with the goggles. And this is gonna sound uncanny, but he has certain animations in this game where he moves his goggles and like it actually just shows his eyes, and it's pretty uncanny, but at the same time it's kind of funny. So it just like gets rid of the whole like what's beneath Puka's goggles, in case that was ever like a question, who even knows. And then the last character is actually Fygar. If you don't remember who Fygar is, it's that green, like the green dinosaur from Dig Dug as well. What's actually pretty cool is that like he's the last character you basically unlock, but that's actually like all the characters in this game. So I mentioned how this game released for the PS2, PSP, and then PC and GameCube. So interesting fun fact: the PSP version released like a couple of weeks or months like after the release of the console versions and PC, because it actually included some additional content. Some of these contents being give me a second. I'm trying to see if I even remember, because there was so much included compared to these ones. But there was a form of like a letter hunt, which is where you collect certain letters that spell out Pac-Man. There also it also had like an online mode, which is kind of crazy to think about. Like out of all the versions, it was the PSP version that got it. And then also it also includes like, it has 2 separate characters that are exclusive to that version, but are other Namco classics that you may know. They are Mappy and Mr. Driller. Like
I love Mappy.
Yeah, Mappy is pretty cool. But you're actually gonna like this, Anarchy. Mappy's vehicle is like it's like a little toy car that has like one of those like rotary things that like you spin.
That's so cute.
And while you're driving, the faster you drive, the faster it spins. So it's like a cool detail. It is pretty cool. And then like Mappy has like the signature hat on and everything. It's pretty nice. And then they also gave him cool little whiskers. And then alongside like with PSP differences, so I know like how I mentioned like this game has like 15 tracks that we're going to be showing out throughout the run. So the PSP version actually has 16 tracks. It has an additional one, but it's actually one of the longest tracks in this game. So it is honestly like a beneficial thing that it doesn't exist on this version, but that also lets like a separation between this version and that version because of like it's like a 4-minute difference. That's how long that track is. It's actually like the longest track. This track is actually the longest one in the PC version. So this is Canyon Crusade. This is like a desert like area. And you get to see like cool little like vultures, like a little area right there that looks like the Mesa Verde. It's pretty cool. This is actually the longest track. This is like 3 minutes IGT wise. And oh, I can also mention this as well. So just to help like make things more like leaderboard accuracy for everything, we don't actually use RTA as our timing method. So you can actually like we actually use our in-game time as the way of timing method for this game, so that way we can be able to run fairly with like people who run on GameCube and PS2, because PS2 is super slow for this game. So that way, like if you're running on GameCube or PS2, you can actually compete fairly with some of us who run on PC. But PC is basically like the more stable version. The only weird thing about this one is it has a weird audio effect where like certain audios like glitch out and don't play, or like the pitches of it don't work. So like the drift, as you can hear, for example, it's not really supposed to sound like that. It's some weird PC bug that's like exclusive. We don't know why it happens. It's very interesting.
It just happens.
It just happens, exactly. But like it's weird because there's also like a random chance where it could just like properly like fix itself. It is very strange. But what's also unique is that like if you actually like continuously like restart, like if you're doing quick race or time trials, if you like restart the track, then there are just many points where the sound effects just don't play at all. And it may seem like a bit of like an issue, but there actually is a way to fix it, which is just by pausing and unpausing. But you end up getting blasted by a bunch of sound effects playing like in high bass that like even the frequency kind of gives up with it. So like there is essentially a way to fix it. It's just more of a like, oh, all it is just costs a bit of hurt on the eardrums. But to be fair, like I mean, at least like you get the sound effects in the end, so kind of worth it. All right, let's see how this goes. Definitely like one of the main things like when it comes to like doing the races in this game is making sure it's like guardian management. At least that's like how I like to do it. Is like using guardians on certain areas up until the final lap. So like as you can see, like whenever you're at the final lap, you get that little bell, like rather than like a Lakitu coming in your way, you just get a timer and then also like a final bell that tells you like, oh, final lap. But basically like it's just making sure like to hold on to your guardians as much as possible, because you never know what could happen with blue bombs. And blue bombs are essentially like one of the worst things you can experience with this game if you're doing a speed run, especially if you're going for a top time, because it can either make or break your time save, or also like affect on whether or not you get cycles, because there are certain like global cycles that do exist in this track, but some of them vary, and we will be seeing one of them in the next track later. But this one is actually pretty cool. Let's see how this goes. This one varies on like whether or not you can get your interest, like your boosts. It like behaves very strangely. But yeah, no, as like mentioned, this track is like the longest one. This is like 3 minutes. Like the lowest you can like complete this track is, I believe, the IL world record is like 3 minutes and 4 seconds. Averagely, you can get like 3 minutes and 9 up to like 3 minutes and 13 seconds. It just varies on like if you get hit by blue bombs and stuff. Oh, I did not mean to retry the map. All right, we're gonna redo that. But here we go. We're gonna just enter into the next track.
We do a little bit of trolling, just a little bit.
Yeah, I do a little bit of trolling. So, welcome to Arctic Iceberg. So this is actually a pretty cool. This one is very unique. I don't know if it's like has like any reference to a certain like any levels, but it's probably like a reference to that one like ice level in Pac-Man World 2. And then you also get introduced to these penguins wearing bow ties, which I actually pretty like.
I like them so much.
Heads up though, this is not the penguin from Super Mario 64, so Nintendo, don't sue Namco. On top of the fact that they're already like basing this off Mario Kart, please do not sue them even more. But this is also like a track that has some pretty interesting things that I'll have enough time to explain about. So this track is actually one of the two that we've actually received like, or have found like released like beta footage of. And even though this track is called Arctic Iceberg, originally it was called Frozen Tundra. And the soundtrack that you're actually hearing right now is actually not the original music. There used to be a beta version of this, and it was actually with a much heavier like guitar riff, and it was actually pretty unique. This part is actually like very inconsistent because that ice right there has actually like physics, and it varies every single time because you can either like get a good one. It just varies on like how you do your drift. But again, the drifting is just it's like very strange. It depends where you drift normally on the ground. And I should also mention this. So normally, like in all the tracks we've done, like I've been having to collect the fruits, but I'm actually intentionally not collecting it here because it actually saves time. Because normally the fruit section that you normally go to, all it does is that it gives you a speed boost and it launches you up super high up in the air, like where you saw that ship earlier. But it's actually like it loses a couple seconds, so it's just faster than like to not do it. So we just don't collect it at all. We don't know how much like faster it is, probably like a second or two. But hey, like it's a second for like every lap, so that's like 4 seconds right there. So we take a free 4 seconds. And then right there is the Pack Yeti. Again, don't know if this is like if this is something that's canonical in the Pac-Man lore or if it's just something that's in this game. But yeah, Yetis exist in the Pac-Man universe.
Right. Okay. Right. I'm taking notes right now.
Same with Vikings, as you saw. There's like a Viking over there and a giant whale that's just smiling.
I like his smile. You know what? Yeah, me too.
He's just happy that like he just broke that section of the wall. He's like, yeah, I broke that section of the wall. Just enjoying the race. Let's see how this goes. Oh yeah, and also the penguins have Pac-Man shaped eyes, just like everything in this game. Everything has Pac-Man shaped eyes, no matter what. Like every single character as well, except for the Prince and Puka and Figar. And then right here, I'm just gonna make sure to see how this goes. So again, like mostly like it's just a bunch of like continuous like chain drifting essentially, but not like snaking as it would be in Mario Kart DS. But it's still pretty cool. All right, let's see how this goes. Nice, 252. We take that. That's actually pretty good. Definitely like 248 is definitely like one of the a really great time to have. And then this is actually one of my favorite levels. This is actually my second favorite level, but I have to like refer to this as the Temple Run level because of like how the track looks. Yeah, I wonder what gives it away. But yeah, this is Jungle Safari. This is like very aesthetically really cool because of like all the out of bounds textures, especially like those dinosaurs as you saw, and it's just super cool. Also because there's not many stage hazards, but also like this part, like there's a treasure room. Like you go in a treasure room instead of a temple essentially, and it looks super nice. Like it's just like there's so many background elements that I really love about this stage. It's just, and then also right here, like this shortcut just feels like. It just feels like going like on a tour over in the safari. Like it just literally feels like, hey, if you did like a free like safari tour at home, just play Pac-Man World Rally and just go into the jungle safari. There you go.
I do rock with the treasure room. I can't lie.
Yeah, it looks so cool. Like even like the ways like the jewels look and the gems and everything. It's pretty nice. And there's just a bunch of gold. This might, I don't even know if this is going to be true, but maybe the gold is probably like shaped also like Pac-Man, or probably shaped as like the Pac dots, but who even knows?
You know, I'm going to take your word for it. I believe you.
But the dinosaurs are pretty sick.
They look really...
They look derpy, but like derpy.
Yeah, I was going to say they look so stupid. I love them.
Oh, and then I should also explain about some of the items, like additional like items that you can collect. So alongside with like the green bombs and all that stuff, and like all like the bombs, like the usual ones that like they stole from Mario Kart, well not stole, borrowed.
Right.
Yeah, right. There are also like other Namco based ones. So one, for example, is actually the Galaga ship, where that's actually a projectile that shoots like projectiles at like any of the nearest kart racers that are near you. But it is very difficult to like try and like find a way to work around it. But luckily, because of the Guardians, we're able to be safe from it. But it just targets everybody, and it's like a very like nightmarish like item to go against. Also, a 204. That's actually pretty good. Sub 205 Jungle Safari is pretty good. World record for this track is like a 201 IGT wise. And then here comes Pirate Cove. You actually do not want to keep your eyes away from this. This is going to be where you're going to see a pretty interesting skip coming up very soon. So enjoy this with a very interesting physics. We're flying.
Right.
All right,
okay.
So what's basically happening here is that I'm doing like a type of like lap skip. So what this does is that it skips all of the, like you can see on the mini map, all of that section right there. We're just gonna skip all of it by floating, like using water physics. Because for some reason with this game, like if you interact with the water in this stage, you like get this weird like float, like you get like this weird like float proxy, and like when you're trying to do a hop. But what's really cool is that if you actually time it, you get flown up in the air, and that's what we're doing right here. So what I'm making sure to do is that I'm not too high, but also too low, and then I'm hitting an invisible wall and then going to the left to do a checkpoint abuse. And this saves like, and it makes the track, as you can see, 17 seconds on the top, and that like saves almost 30 seconds compared to doing the track normally, or like around 25. And doing that 4 times, normally this level takes about like 2 minutes and 40 seconds. But doing it with the skip, it saves almost a minute and a half, which is so worth it. It's just very tough. It's a very precise one, but this is like one of the cool, interesting skips, and it's definitely like one that has been one of my favorites. This
game also might have sauce. It might have sauce. I can't lie. That was awesome.
Well, that also varies how this skip is going to go in this level. So this one is the most inconsistent skip, is one of the hardest skips in this game. And it also varies on whether or not you can save or make, you can make or break your run. This is normally like the recommended one that the top runners do like at the start, because it is super inconsistent. How it works is that you can see I'm doing drifting, and I'm trying to drift off a certain like area of the wall. But what happens is that I'm doing a lap skip right here. Also, I got flinged up in the air. Let's go.
Let's go.
I was honestly hoping that would happen. If like I was gonna mess up or die, like that would at least happen. But yeah. This is a pretty like inconsistent skip where you have to like do a drift and then like you just go into the wall. And what happens is that you get launched up, but the proxy is super strange where depending on where you drift as well as your angle, you can like get enough height and then get a lap skip, or you will just die and then you just have to like do the rest of the track normally. And that skip, if done perfectly, you can complete that whole race or like that the entire track in like 15 seconds, which saves almost like. It saves like 2.5 minutes because of it, but that's if you do it perfectly. But even like completing it like as I did it right there, I think it was like 40 seconds or 50 seconds, that still saves like 2 minutes, which is super good. Again, it's just because the skip is very inconsistent. Shout out to Daxon actually for finding for finding out that skip. It was a good one, but at the same time, like it's one of those like I've won, but at what cost situations of finding a skip in a game, because like it wins for saving time, but the cost is that it's just a heavy reset point. And then right here comes Talkman's Factory. I totally did not choose Talkman because of like this is not biased. I promise this is not biased that we're playing as Talkman because of the factory. He's actually the fastest character, and I mean that.
Right.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, and this is gonna be a pretty funny thing, but like the background music of this track is actually an orchestral remix of the Dig Dug walking theme. Like, I'll just like be silent so you can give it a quick listen, but I am not kidding. It is a literal orchestral remix of the Dig Dug walking theme.
Yeah, this soundtrack is baller. I can't lie.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It definitely like ties along with how like each level is definitely like designed. It's pretty nice. Let's see how this goes. So this is gonna come up with a pretty cool like little like not lap skip, but like a pretty cool like way to do a shortcut. And then here we're actually going to be collecting a second fruit. So this is one of the tracks where we can collect more than one fruit, and it's very beneficial over here. And then right here it's gonna do this, so that like saves like 6 seconds compared to like how it was done without this lap skips. Oh, that was oh my gosh, Whoa. That was so scary. I thought it was about to fall into the lava. I did not hold right for that far, but luckily I saved it. Thank you, game. Let's go.
You're just the goat. I don't know.
Heck yeah. All right, let's see how this goes. So like this corner cut only saves like 0.2, but hey, I mean like it saves time, but then again, it's very risky. And then just making sure to use the guardians to prevent myself from getting crushed, which yeah, you can actually get crushed in this game. And if you do, it plays like a funny sound, a funny sound effect. Oh my gosh, words are very difficult today. But it also like it causes your character to be super squished, which makes it looks very funny. And that's basically the end of Talkman's Factory. So yeah, that shortcut of the cherry was just like a little toll booth, but it skips to having to do that little loop, which hey, still worth it. And this is honestly like a very cool little level. This is Fun House of Terror. Yeah, it's supposed to be a scary fun house, which you can see like we have some little jack-in-the-box. We have a clown over there with its mouth open, and another one over here. And what are we gonna do? We're gonna jump inside this portal, and we're in a little like maze section right here with some like with some of the floors that actually like drop down, and it's kind of like consistent of where it goes, but luckily we don't have to worry about it because we're gonna be activating this grape over here, and this is gonna help like be able to save a bit of time. Alongside this is actually one of the most interesting tracks because it has a lot of designs and like in different paths and where you can go. So this path is actually the fastest that you can go to, but there's like as you can see, there's like a Ferris wheel over there in the background. That one is actually like kind of slow, but it is like, honestly, like if you're gonna play this game casually, 100% go to the Ferris wheel route, which is on the right side, because that spot is like super sick. But if you actually like, it's pretty unique in the design level because it normally requires like a boost, but if you actually miss the boost, you have to take an alternative path, which is still really cool. So again, like this track has like, it's just so unique, especially right here with the shortcut. It's just a whole spiral instead of the square. Like just so unique and everything. And then you just got jesters over here that spew fire at you, which this is another instance of like guardian management. Is just making sure to have 2 guardians used in this point, as well as holding on to the drift right here, because the longer you hold like the more you drift in the tracks and everything, the more you're able to get a guardian. As you can see, like there's a meter over there that fills up, so that helps with being able to make sure that at least by the point after the so like during the spiral section, that's why I continuously like hold my drift, is so I can have enough to be able to have 2 guardians by the time I do by the time I go against the path, to make sure not to get hit by the flames. Let's see how this goes. There's also a random chance of like some of the like enemies or like some of the CPUs also like joining in with you in the shortcuts, and it's kind of funny, but at the same time you also can just make them like fall behind or get hit. And speaking of that, every single character has like a unique like hit animation. So even though like if they get hit, like they do like a knockback or something, they also have like different facial expressions. One of my favorites is actually with Inky, because the blue ghost, if you actually hit him, he has like a little like sad face, but he also like spins and like raises his hand up. It's kind of like the more unique one, but it is like, again, it shows like how like emotional he is that he got hit. Like, how dare you hit him? Oh, that was actually pretty cool. Like,
yo, the Pac-Mobile.
The Pac-Mobile is back. Sadly, you can't drift with the Pac-Mobile, but it makes up with giving you speed. The only thing is that, again, you just can't drift. But again, like the Pac-Mobile is just so helpful when it comes to like going up against the blue bombs. Okay, that actually saved me. So that prevented me from getting hit by the flames. So that's like one of the few times the blue bombs actually comes in your favor. Oh, and okay, I let go of the drift too early. So that unfortunately caused it to go out. Let's see how this goes. Nice. And then I don't have to collect that fruit anymore, so I'm just going to take like a 0.1 second time save and just like phase through the clown's mouth. Just like phased right through it. All right. So that's basically it from there with Funhouse of Terror. Again, a very unique one. And also the that soundtrack, most of the soundtrack in this game is like recycled from some of like the if you've played Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man, like the arcade games, and you remember the little like intermission tracks, so like many of the tracks in this game are heavily like using other sound effects, especially this one. So this is Spooky's castle. So yeah, like apparently Spooky from Pac-Man World 2 has a castle and like has a bunch of these like giant like ghost night guards apparently that just have giant axes and just trying to like hit you every single time, as well as one that just shoots arrows that are on fire somehow. But what's actually pretty cool is this track is like a remix of certain like Namco sounds. So like one of them, for example, is like when you like start up playing Miss Pac-Man and plays like the little like jingle when you first boot it up. That like actually plays at some point during this track, and like it's one of the like more repeated points of it, which is kind of funny considering that like this is supposed to be like a castle theme for Spooky, but in the meantime you can also just like have it play Miss Pac-Man. Also, there's just a witch right there. We don't know why. There's just like a pack witch who just throws spells at you for some random reason. You just throws like, okay, I'm gonna say the thing. It throws purple orbs. It throws like purple orbs at you or something. So that's just kind of funny. And then right here, like this is another example of like guardian management, making sure to like not get hit by any of the axes. But I might end up getting hit here. But you know, okay, good, I was safe. Let's go. Let's see how this goes. So yeah, like during like some of the main like turning points in this game, you just want to hold the drift because you get a lot of speed. Also dragon, like just giant pack dragon. So pretty cool.
This game rocks.
Definitely, and like a giant sword as well. So like, and it spews fire at you. Like that's actually like really cool. It's kind of random where it throws the fire, so like it can make or break. But then again, if you have a guardian, then you're luckily very safe. And then we're gonna. This is also one of the stages where it actually like has 3 fruits that you can collect. So as you can see, I have the cherry and the watermelon, but I also am gonna collect the grape. If you're wondering what the watermelon does, It's kind of one of the most uninteresting like skips where all it does is just like prevent you from like turning much more when you jump into like the witch's like pot, essentially. Don't know why like it teleports you, considering that like it just doesn't make sense. But then again, it's a witch's spell, so don't blame the witch. But here's like an example of all three like shortcuts being used. So here's the first one, and then here comes the second one right here. So that alone just saves like 10 seconds already. So that's like very good. And then in the meantime, I'm gonna collect this cherry because we're gonna be using it for the last lap. And then here comes another shortcut. That's basically it. It just like opens the portal much earlier for you. So it saves like 2 seconds, which again, like it's not enough. That's like, or not enough. It's like, it's not like a lot, but it's still like, hey, we take the free 2 seconds. It's still worth it, honestly. So hopefully, that actually scared me. I thought that my guardian was gonna run out because if it didn't, or like if it did run out, I would have gotten hit by that axe and I would have been struck. But let's see. Hopefully the dragon's tail does not hit me. Nice. So that dragon's tail, the dragon's tail actually has like a very unique hitbox because if you're more towards the right of that side of the ramp, you don't get hit by it, which is kind of funny. Also, you know what? Just an example right here of the Pac-Mobile. Chomp.
That is so awesome.
And that's Spooky's Castle done right there. Oh yeah, speaking of characters, I should have also mentioned this. There is an exclusive character in this game, like all around, that's called Pac Devil. That's literally the devil, and he rides a motorcycle.
Right.
Yep. And then this is Galactic Outpost. This is one of the coolest skips. This is like basically like a lap of, like a checkpoint abuse. So what I did right there is that I made sure not to go far too right. And what this does is that it tricks the game into thinking that when I respawn that I completed like every other track, like I completed like the track itself. So this race normally takes like 40 seconds for every lap, but we can complete it in like 30 seconds. So we're literally going to complete this as fast as like doing the race normally. And you'll also see it right here on the in-game timer, as you can see, 33 seconds right there and done.
Sheesh.
But like compared to the CPUs, 4 minutes. So like that's how much this saves. And then here we have the Katamari level.
Yay!
And like it's so cool. What's also pretty cool is that you can see the King of Cosmos over there, just like chilling, and you can see the giant Katamari balls. These ones actually crush you. Oh yeah, there it is. I got crushed.
Okay.
And then this level has an interesting fun fact. So this is the shortest level, like even like it has 5 laps, but every single lap takes like 15 seconds. But what's actually hilarious is that if you actually hear the background music, it's playing Katamari Damacy, but it's like a specific remix made for this game. But not only that, this is the shortest course with the longest soundtrack. This is like a 5.5 minute song on like one of the shortest courses. So like you can't even like even if you try and like play as slow as possible, you're still not going to be able to hear like the last like 2 minutes of it, or like minute and a half, which is pretty funny. But yeah, as you can see, like 13-second lap right there. Like this stage is just super fast, and especially with the shortcut itself. Sadly, I missed the watermelon fruit, so I wasn't able to get the shortcut. But hey, I mean, there's still a corner cut over here, so it's worth it still. But yeah, this is definitely like an example of like going like with corner cuts and everything like off the track. But again, you have to make sure that you don't get hit by the Katamari balls, which crush you. Oh, that scared me. I almost thought I was gonna get crushed right there. Luckily, I didn't. And 1 minute and 20 seconds. And that's the second to last track. So this is gonna be the last track. This is called a Retro Maze, and try and take a guess what this is a reference to. Anyways, okay. it's a reference of a Pac-Man machine, like the Pac-Man maze. But it's kind of interesting because you can see Miss Pac-Man and Pac-Man are right there playing like co-op essentially. So, I mean, I don't know how this is co-op. This is a single player race over here. So, like, wrong category, essentially. Well, actually, we know, yeah, this is co-op, so run invalid. Sorry, guys.
It's over. It's so over.
It's so over. But yeah, in the meantime, like, I'll just explain this because, like, I said, like, how there's only, like, 15 tracks and then there's 16 tracks on the PSP version. So the PSP version actually has another track called Subterranean Speedway. Oh, I missed the cherry. I'm hitting the cherry because it saves time. So yeah, Subterranean Speedway is a PSP exclusive track, and normally it's supposed to play after Galactic Outpost, but instead it just like they just only added it to the PSP version. But honestly, it was a good thing they didn't add it here, because it's 4.5 minutes. That's like as fast as we can able to complete it. Like IL wise, it's 4.5 minutes, counting with the shortcuts as well. It is super long, and especially with PSP physics, because again, like I mentioned how like PSP is kind of different, like it released a bit later. So because of the fact that like it also released later, it has different it has a different way of how you control your your character. So like some of the skips we saw earlier, like the Pirate Cove skip and the Winding Wetland skip. The Pirate Cove skip is impossible to do. The Winding Wetland skip is actually possible on PSP. It is just much harder. Like it is super hard to do, and it's not I wouldn't recommend it, honestly. It's just much more difficult than this one. So if you think that the skip on this version is harder, oh boy, that one is Nightmare, which coincidentally is actually the hardest difficulty name in this game, which is called Nightmare, which is kind of funny. And then what's also kind of cool is this is my favorite level aesthetically, because you can see there are the ghosts in every single section, and when you actually turn into the Pac-Mobile, you get to chomp them. As you can see, boom! I just ate Clyde, and I also ate Yankee earlier. So it's pretty nice that the pretty cool references that they have with all of the ghosts included. In the meantime, I will say this. So because this is the last track, we're going to be coming up fairly shortly. So time is coming up very soon when I cross the finish line. So get ready for time in the next 20 or so seconds. In the meantime, let's just enjoy this last moment of Retro Maze, heavily inspired off the Pac-Man maze level design that has been iterated ever since the beginning. This section is actually kind of tough because of all the little tight corners you have to take. All right, get ready on time. And time.
Jeez.
Out with a bang, getting hit by the blue bombs across the finish line. That is awesome. But yeah, 37 RTA wise. So again, RTA isn't really our timing method. We use IGT. So IGT world record is a 32:44 by me, which includes a lot of the skips. It is one of the coolest runs I'm happy I was able to do. And this is again a really fun game. If you are interested in checking out just any kart racer games or some that are kind of match along with Mario Kart, definitely give this game a try. It is kind of close to Mario Kart, but not too close where it was resulted in a Nintendo lawsuit. Wink wink. But yeah, that's kind of basically it with the game. I'll go ahead and give some shout outs. In the meantime, I'll go ahead and just turn it over to the title screen. So I want to give some shout outs to first of all the Pac-Man speedrunning community. It is actually pretty cool where you can actually speedrun many of the Pac-Man games, so Pac-Man World 1, World 2, World 3, this game, the remake, Repack, and a couple of other ones that are in that series. And it's just pretty fun. In the meantime, I'll go ahead and give a shout out to some runners. So first of all, I want to give a huge shout out to Rallis and Nacho Brado. Rallis is the runner-up and the former world record holder, and Nacho Brado was is also in the top 3 as well. Their runs actually gave me the motivation to try out running this game. Definitely was an interesting one to try out at first, but then got super used to it and then got the hang of it, and here we are now. And I also want to give a shout out to Zeronius, who is the IL world record holder. She has the world record. She did an IL sweep and has a world record for every single category, for every single IL category when it comes to it. She is a beast at this game, and has broken it down much more and optimized this game much faster than you ever think. And again, if you are interested in checking out or trying out this game, again, you can play it on the PS2, GameCube, or on PC because it's with abandonware, and it's pretty fun. Again, it's just very cool. It's nice to see all the types of references and cult classics from Namco, and just being able to be with Pac-Man. Alongside this, I should also mention this before my time is up here, but this game originally wasn't supposed to be a Pac-Man game. It's funnily enough. It was originally just supposed to be a kart racer, and this is also interesting, but apparently it was gonna be a kart racer that had Snoopy the dog from Peanuts in it. I'm not even kidding. Snoopy the dog. Snoopy would have been a playable character in this game if this wasn't gonna be centered around Pac-Man. And what's actually kind of cool is one of the beta designs of the karts originated, and it's actually in the game still to this day. So as you can see right here, Figar's vehicle was actually one of the first beta designed vehicles in the game's development. So that's been since the beginning, and they just gave it to Figar. So that's actually pretty cool. And then here's also the Prince and Puka, as you can see. Oh yeah, and there's the goggles. Yep, right there, uncanny Puka. But yeah, other than that, I just want to give like a huge thank you to Anarchy for letting me be able to run this game. I'm really happy I got to show it off because I will admit, like, this was definitely one where I like enjoyed like having fun with, but wasn't sure if it was something I can try and pull off in like an event or just anything to showcase. But it turned out very well, thankfully. So very happy for this. So thank you again.
It's a great run. Before you go, where can the people find you?
Oh, of course. You guys can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/crow3893. You can also find me on YouTube, where I upload many of my VODs and PBs to the channel. And just like a bunch of them recently have been a couple of them from this game ever since like I've been like returning to it. I recently also like beat this game's like unlocking all collectibles category down to like under 3 hours in game time wise. So that was like one of my biggest accomplishments now with this game. So really happy that I was able to achieve it. But yeah, other than that, yeah, you can find me on Twitch, like on the same name, Crow3893. Don't forget the numbers. Don't forget the numbers. I normally speedrun childhood games, mostly like games I've grown up with from like the 6th to 7th generation, but also I pick up new games or just interesting ones, just any of them that catch my eye really. So but mostly I just stick with the childhood classics that I played because I've had so many good memories with them, and it's just more of like a hey, like nostalgia base, so can't go wrong with that.
Well, you heard Crow say it. Don't forget the numbers. Thank you so much for showing us that amazing run of Pac-Man World Rally. This game does indeed have sauce. I can agree. This game has sauce. But we are gonna go ahead and take a quick little break here. Before we go, I just want to thank you all for everyone supporting the GDQ Hotfix channel with your subs, your Prime Gaming subs, your gift subs, and bits. Your contributions help us keep our shows running. If you are enjoying the stream, consider subscribing. Hey everybody, and welcome back to the kart racing episode of Hidden Heroes. My name is Anarchy, and this is the Hotfix show where we showcase speedrunners who are part of marginalized communities and the games that they're passionate about and that they want to show off. Like I said, this is the kart racing episode. We just had an awesome performance by Crow doing Pac-Man World Rally. That was an amazing run. And up next, we're going to have some Mario Kart, which I know we all love. I love me some Mario Kart, I can't lie. Before we get there, though, I do want to do a couple quick announcements. SGDQ 2025 will feature an artist alley, which is very, very exciting. So if you are an artist, a maker, or an indie game developer who would like to join GDQ in Minneapolis, apply by May 27th. Use !booth in Twitch chat for more information. In the same vein, prize submissions are also open for SGDQ 2025. Make sure you visit gamesdonequick.com for more information on prize submissions. But like I said, I am ready for some Mario Kart, so I'm going to hand it over to Peas, who's going to be showing us the base game 48 tracks in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with items. So Peas, good luck and have fun.
Oh, luck is the biggest thing that I need for this run too, because this game is severely RNG. But hello everyone, my name is Peas, and I play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe quite a bit, and I do plan on getting the new Mario Kart World game. Give me a Switch 2, please. Anyway, so normally I usually run the DLC tracks, but you know, to end things off with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, we're going to be playing through the base game 48 tracks with items, something that I usually don't do, but because I also play this game competitively, you know, it's always good practice to deal with situational luck and this game's horrendous RNG. So let's jump straight into versus mode here. And even though I played the Bitty Buggy, we're going to be using Mr. Scooty. Of course with Berta, because you know she's my favorite, and she's also one of the meta characters. So we have Birdo, Yoshi, Peach, Daisy, and Peachette. Those are the main characters that you want to use, and either Bitty Buggy, Mr. Scooty, or the Teddy Buggy as your cart. I'll be using the blue rollers since, you know, they match, and the Cloud Glider since it's a light glider. And so we want to maximize our mini turbos as much as we possibly can, and I get to explain a lot of this stuff now. Because usually I would have a commentator with me, but in any case, we're going to make sure this is in order, not on shoes, because menuing is going to be a little awful. So we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thank you, my goat.
My goat.
So we're going to be going through Mario Kart Stadium all the way through Big Blue. So you remember these courses from the Wii U on 2014? Well, you know, this game released in 2017, almost close to my birthday, actually, like April 27th, April 28th. I did not have a game on Switch until this and Puyo Puyo Tetris. All right. So the first thing you're going to see me do is pass Daisy here and literally just grab an item because, we're going to be doing stuff with items here. So essentially, you start with 5 coins. I'm starting in last. I think it's with this game in particular that will happen. Coins make you faster, and also the coin item is going to be really useful for us to get up to 10 coins relatively quickly. But as you can see, I don't need to use my item, but I will actually need to lose this red at some point because I don't want my defense getting stolen. Because if that happens, I could possibly get redded, and I'd rather take a blue shell than getting redded because that is a lot of time. I will also cycle for a horn just to block the blue shell. And what you just saw me do right here is something called a NISC or a no item shortcut, which means instead of using a Nintendo intended mushroom, we can actually use a mini turbo to cut through some part of the track. And unfortunately, I will be taking a blue shell here. No horn for this race. And so now there can't be, I was going to say that there can't be another blue, but there can be a shock. So that's our first shock blue for the run.
Yay. I love items.
Oh, me too. Now, of course, we can turn them off, but obviously, where's the fun in that? Well, there's a lot of fun in playing without items. I can just play the game. So I'm just going to get myself back up to 10 coins, block this right here. Oh, there's a ground shroom. Let me just not run into that Nana. And unfortunately, I did not get a defensive item here, but decent MKS.
It's chill. It's chill. It's chill.
All right. So one other thing to note, I guess I can talk about some load differences here. I'm actually playing this game on cartridge. So the load time is going to be a little bit longer compared to playing the game on digital. And I hope that is the case on Switch too, where load times are just created equal. But knowing that's probably not going to happen.
One can dream.
All right, Shy Guy. I don't want you to green me out. Oh, boy. Where's that green going? Another nice thing about using Mr. Scooty is that it's really easy to see around the track versus using the Baby Buggy where you're basically driving this cute little ladybug, but the hitbox can kind of matter quite a bit when getting hit by items. So we can also use the Scooty to wall dodge. I mean, you can also wall dodge with Biddy, but it's much easier to do it with Scooty. They do share the same stats, but slight differences in hitboxes and drifting. But having played competitive for at least 4 years now, I could drive both Biddy and Scooty. Granted, I'm much better on Biddy, but this is why we practice with Scooty so that we can get better. Granted, it's not really going to matter when Mario Kart World comes out. So that's going to be a bit that'll be most likely saying throughout this because I'm really excited for Mario Kart World, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you are as well, if you're able to get hands on Switch 2, of course.
I was going to say I would. If I could get a Switch 2, that would be awesome. That would be so cool.
All right, so the blooper here is actually pretty annoying to deal with because, as you can see, I'm actually drifting tight, but it messes with your traction ever so slightly. So that's really going to be very tricky on tracks that are pretty simple, like Bowser City and Sherbert, for example. We're just going to take this blue. We should be fine, though. Shocks are kind of uncommon on Water Park, but because the AI can be a little bit lucky. So the way that this game's item system works is that your item is dependent between yourself and first place, except when you're in 9th through 12th, where you can only pull mushrooms and power items. That includes the blue shell. So basically, if a shock happens, you need to be in 9th, 10th, 11th, or 12th. Shock or lightning. All right, so Sweet Sweet, this is one of my favorite tracks. I actually like 3 of these courses in the Mushroom Cup, back to back to back, which is really nice. That's a red, I think, so I'm just gonna have to take it. But it's honestly okay. Yep, there it is. So at least we have 1 coin left to spare. Is that another? Okay, no. We should be fine. Oh, give me a mushroom here. Oh, well, there's a horn. Nice. So now we don't have to do anything until we get blued.
Yay!
I'm really glad that they introduced the super horn item in Mario Kart 8 because the only way you could really block a blue shell is to either dodge it dodge it with a power item or use a mushroom, which you can do in this game, or really just fall off the track, which is just kind of pointless because you lose everything if you fall off the track in past Mario Kart games. And ooh, that's an Anna.
That was wild.
If I was on Biddy Buggy, I would have hit that. So shout out to Mr. Scooty. Oh, great. I'm going to have to break this red because I don't want to lose any more time. So unfortunately, we did have to use our horn. I believe getting hit by a red shell and taking a blue shell is basically the same amount of time. So you might as well just roll for another horn. Okay, Bob is pretty good. Now, in Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U, you can only hold up to one item at a time, which can be pretty annoying, especially since first place has a high chance of pulling coins as opposed to defense. And, with that broken fire hopping, demon sliding, all that tech. Give me a horn? Ah, that's unfortunate. But thankfully in 8 Deluxe, the double dash, double item box returns, and we can also hold up to 2 items, but unfortunately, first place still has a high chance of pulling a coin. First through third actually can pull a coin. But thankfully, decent.
Hooray! To confirm, you are playing on 150cc, right? Or is this 200?
This is 150.
Okay,
200cc requires a lot of brake drifting, and I'm a little washed at 200 since 150 is more of my competitive side. But anyway, we are almost done with the Mushroom Cup here. These courses are pretty short, thankfully. And we're going to take a pretty cool Nisk here. And this is one of my favorite tracks running, starting in first. So when I say runner, it means that you can easily hold first place with little to no trouble of getting hit out after the first set. And also that Nisk saves a lot of time versus going around. And I'll be doing it all 3 laps. And that little drifting slide thing I did there was called a Kusan slide. It's actually named after the undisputed best Mario Kart player, or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe player, Kusan. If you wonder how the Japanese are so good at this game, it's probably because they watched Kusan. So basically how Kusan slide works, you want to charge a mini turbo after you land from a trick, and I don't like this blooper here, but essentially you charge a blue mini turbo and then release it like right as the sparks are coming out, and then when you hop from it, you save a lot of time versus just landing from a trick and really just doing nothing after that. So unfortunately here, I was not in the right line to do a Kusan slide. You can either do a mini turbo or just slide. So I need to get this SMT here because that's actually the strat. And that setup is a little bit scary because you can either drift too tight or mess it up or completely miss it. Oh, ground shoe, can I take this? Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh. I tried. I tried with that one. It's all good though. It's still faster than going around. Sometimes you just have to take your chances. We do a little inting.
Yeah, just a little bit.
So we should be in good shape here. I'm gonna back my green just in case. I'm gonna go around in case of a second shock. So shocks usually happen 30 seconds into the race, or shocks can be pulled 30 seconds into the race. Same with the blue shell. So on lap 3s with giant shortcuts at the end, or at least like with a lot of room to fall off the track, it's best to go around in case the shock has not been used. Otherwise, you lose a lot of time. All right. So with the Mushroom Cup, starting off with probably one of the more underrated tracks in the game and one of the more underrated Mario circuits. It's basically a figure 8 with. Oh, I'm gonna let you pass. I don't want to get rid of it here. So he's actually gonna back the red at some point. Yep, there it is. And ooh, we're getting a little aggressive, aren't we? Sometimes it's always good to back out whenever you know you're about to get hit with the red shell, and thankfully the AI will back thread as opposed to throwing it forward if you're behind them. Oh, okay, that was really close. So actually, fun fact, the Super Horn got buffed, I believe, in Wave 3. I think its duration got buffed. So don't get too close to anyone who's about to use their horn. And that's a woo, I wanted fast lines there.
Goat alert, goat alert.
All right, so unfortunately, I will have to take another blue. I'm kind of hoping to showcase a perfect race, but that's probably not going to happen anytime soon.
My bad.
No, it's all good. It's a different way of playing this game, at least. And for the most part, things have been chill. Oh, that's a red shell? Okay, that's perfect. Hitting that plant actually is faster than taking the red due to animation differences. Same with hitting a Nana whenever you're getting blued. Oh, great. I'm gonna shut this bomb. Oh, I meant to back that. That's okay. Yeah, that can happen. Occasionally, you can input the back and it'll throw that on forward, so that's on me. It's all good, though. All right. So there could be another shock at some point. There could also be another blue at some point. There it is. My shock senses are always tingling. And occasionally, the bots will dodge each other with shock, so we kind of don't want that to happen. All right. Take this glider here. Oh, can we hit the post? Yeah, we can.
Yay!
All right. So we're now getting into the more iconic Nitro tracks in Mario Kart 8. That of which being, I believe, Toad Harbor. Yep. This is one of my favorite courses. I remember playing it on the Wii U and really enjoying its aesthetics. So we're going to be taking this Nisk here, and I'm going to get bumped. Thanks, Daisy. She's on a slightly faster combo, so that's kind of why I got bumped there. I was going to show off a ramp strat, but again, Daisy wants to be a little bit annoying. But we can do it live stream 3. So you may notice that I didn't trick off of that boost panel. Actually, I didn't explain a certain glider strats. So to get a low glider, you can actually press the R button as you approach the glider. I'm gonna get this. Yes, cool. No super bounce, but it's okay. You get a low amount of air, which is a lot faster than having more air, obviously. So here we're gonna go for it again. So we're just gonna do a hop into a counter slide. So basically, I'm doing one hop and then hopping in the other direction to ensure that I'm able to get as low amount of air as possible on that ramp, as opposed to getting 2 tricks. I used to think it was pretty hard, but with a lot of practice, it's pretty easy to do these ramp strats. Nice. So if you're on a slow amount of pace there, you're actually able to get the super bounce lap too. It's usually not possible if you're taking the fast lines there. Okay, that was a little scary. Right, we're just gonna hopefully get a horn here. Okay, actually, any form of defense is fine, but preferably a horn. So this is where some foolishness may happen, right?
Right.
Oh, that's a net. We don't want to hit that. So I believe that was our perfect race. Well, that counts as perfect. Who cares?
Close enough.
No shock, no blue, except at the line, but that's technically a perfect race. All right, so we are almost done with the flower cup. This is going by really quickly.
It sure is. You're very good at this game.
All right. So Twisted Mansion, the pacing here can be a little bit off. So as much as I want to go for a staking strat, I want to not bump into any walls, just like right there, and make as little driving errors as possible. That's not right behind me. So, but actually, what I should be doing is trapping nanas in the middle of the road so that red shells so it can block red shells like right here. All right, so I'm going to attempt to do a UMT glider or ultra mini turbo. Yep. So it's faster than tricking, as you can see, and then now I'm just able to basically go around at a very fast rate. Woo, don't want to bonk that, but that's okay. So we actually haven't gotten to a track yet that's considered a backing track. Well, aside from Mario Kart Stadium, you can bag it and run it. What I mean by a backing track, you essentially stay in the back to run up a power item to potentially dodge a shock, or there's a track with a bunch of shortcuts. There's basically 2 shortcuts on this track. The mushroom cut at the beginning, I'm going to take the double blocks here. A mushroom cut at the beginning and a mushroom cut at the end. Oh, there's the blue shell. I might be able to demonstrate nana sniping myself if I can get at enough distance. No, I'm a little too fast for this blue shell here.
Unlucky.
Alright, that's fine. Alright, so I'm watching closely to see what this daisy might have. No, okay. A little too far. So it is possible to pull triple res in second if you're at a far enough distance. So we kind of don't want that. All right, really good UMT glider. Now you might be wondering, why do I go for a lot of these strats online? Well, first of all, there's other folks who are going for the same strats, and also bumping exists, and also we don't want to take by a banana or a bomb or any item that can be backed, essentially. All right, so we're coming up to one of our more technical tracks here by the name of Shy Guy Falls. I used to not like this course for a hot minute, way back when this game first came out, but as you'll see, it's actually pretty fun to drive.
I also rock with the soundtrack here too.
Yeah, it's so good.
I feel like I'm on an adventure.
So you may notice that I was hopping there. It's actually faster to hop as opposed to basically just coast along the stream. Ooh, I'm gonna take the bottom path version of the Nisk. So we're just going to bonk this wall here, get an SMT, get a little trick, do a little bit of braking here just to ensure that I don't fall off the track. So that's actually one way of doing the Nisk, and I'm gonna go for I call it the Kusan Nisk because I kind of saw him do it, and I've seen nobody else explain how to do said Nisk. So I'll do it for laps 2 and 3 because I think it's worth it. All right, I have to cross my fingers that that doesn't happen. So what we're gonna do is take the top path here, get a trick, start a drift. Ooh, we almost got it.
Nuggy.
Yeah. So I actually released my MT a little too early, but if you look really closely, my mini turbo, I was able to hold my mini turbo up through the grass. I'll go for it again. It's if you release it at the right amount, you're able to get that trick. Oh, okay, that's really good. That means there can't be another shock. Well, there can be, but just not for this lap, I would say. Not unless I get red like 6 times, so that's one thing to look up for. I think that was a singular red, so I gotta be careful here. Oh, don't do it, Daisy. Don't do it.
At her big grown age, I think she does want to do it. That's crazy.
There we go.
Yay!
Oh, that was scary.
She tried it.
She definitely did. All right. So now we have one. No, that was the Flower Cup. So we're moving on to the Star Cup now. This contains my least favorite track of the game, which is which is closer to the end of the cup anyway. So thankfully we don't have to see it for 2 races. All right, so Sunshine Airport. I feel like when this track came out, they really wanted it to be better than Coconut Mall, which is of course in this game, obviously. But this is a pretty fun course. Pretty beautiful. You're literally racing at an airport, and then we get to say hi to the airplanes here. When we
I
do our
don't
little,
think
glider
the
track.
TSA approved of this. I'll be for real.
Well, I guess TSA and Nintendo struck a deal where they're not going to cease and desist, right? Surely.
Yeah, they're chilling. They're chilling.
All right, so fun fact, in Wave 3, they actually removed the glider target shock. Because prior to that, if you were to get hit by the lightning when you're on a glider, you basically fell off the track. Which kind of ruined some courses, including Sunshine Airport and Cloudtop Cruise, since they had large...
This is air.
Yeah. And thankfully, I got blued before the glider, but even then, I would have to stop beforehand to ensure that I did not get blued off the track. So, other than that, I think we're in pretty good shape. There can be another blue when I get to the last set, and there has not been a shock yet, so got to be careful of that.
I have to call out this awesome chat message. Does Birdo have real ID?
Well, Berto has real ID, and she also says trans rights.
Period.
All right. So the shock already happened. There can't be another blue. Oh, so if you saw my glider come out there really quickly, that is something called fast glider. If you hop at a certain frame, whenever you approach a glider, it will come out a little faster. And you save a lot of time versus either tricking off a glider or just not getting it at all. So lucky ground troops. All right. And if you were listening very closely to, I guess my portion of the intro, I was playing a certain lick. Well, I didn't. The game didn't exactly play the lick, but we're playing probably the most iconic nitro track in the game, Dolphin Shoals, solely because of the alto saxophone. All right, so we're just going to do this little ramp strike here. I'm going to skip these coins here since it's a little slower. Get the SMT here. So I actually didn't know that there was this track had branched past until like I joined the competitive community, and I was like, wow, that looks faster, and of course it is. It saves a little bit, but you can still take the middle if you want to play it safe to not get hit by anyone else who's also being fast. All right, so here's the saxophone, and we're gonna say goodbye to it for now.
Nor.
But don't worry, the saxophone will be back. And it'll be, of course, throughout lap 3.
So banger.
All right, so we're just going to make sure we don't get 180'd by the pipes, because Nintendo is very good at making Mario Kart physics work perfectly for us. And that is unfortunately a blue. So I'll just take this. And I think we should be fine. One thing I forgot to mention is that this track has something called a bill extension. Normally, your bullet bills will last between 4 to 8 seconds, or if you pass too many people, then your bill will run out. But in some cases, your bill will last 12 seconds, which is almost half the course. So there's actually 2 bill extensions. One at the starting line, and one whenever you pass the eel, it'll take you straight to the finish line. So if you basically know that a shock is coming, and you use your bullet bill, you can potentially dodge that shock and just get first. All right. So I actually spent my coin there to get myself back up to 10 coins much quicker than just finishing the race with, like, I think 8 coins. But anyway, that's Dolphin Shoals.
Yay!
All right. And now we are about to play possibly my least favorite. Well, it's not the worst track in the game by any means. I despise Electrodrome.
I can't lie, it's not my favorite either.
This track really has nothing going for it other than, you know, it's aesthetics. And if you watch the 200cc time trial, there's something called a Genzua glider, which is named after one of the top time trialers in the game, Genzua. Essentially, if you I think if you land from a glider and then trick at a certain angle, your momentum is not only preserved, but you get shot at a super weird distance. It is possible in 150, and I could have gone for Genzua glider on Thwomp Ruins, but the setup for it is really intricate, and possibly it also like requires a mushroom. But that being said, this course, again, really has nothing going. Actually, can I get this? No. So I was actually trying to go for a lucky double trick, which saves no time, but it's pretty cool.
It's just swag. We love a good swag set.
And this track also suffered from the pre-Wave 3 glider target shock syndrome, and I despise this track for that very reason as well. But thankfully, we gotta watch out for those nanas. But thankfully, Wave 3 made this track a bit more bearable. And I was also a baby main, and so lightweights were really slow on this track. Oh, can I water-wash? Nah. It's all good, though. Oh, do I get it? No. Wanted that lucky trick. All right, so I'm trying to think of anything else, really, because, oh yeah, this track does have a branched path, but we're obviously taking the pink that's faster. If you want better items, oh, that's unfortunate. That's double unfortunate.
They hate to see you winning.
I got my item right as I got redded, which is really unfortunate. I guess I wasn't mashing fast enough, but it's all good. But anyway, the green path should only be used if you're trying to go for a better item or if you want to avoid chaos on the pink path. Oh my goodness. Oh, and a blue shell. Well,
they hate you. Oh my goodness.
This track gets a big old thumbs down from me. Big old thumbs down.
Chat, can we get your best thumbs down emojis?
All right, so now we're going to be finishing off the Star Cup with Mount Wario. The track that tried to compete with DK Summit, which is of course in this game. And this is also a returning mechanic of the section courses. And oh wow, a second place coin. That's extremely unlucky, but hey, we get coins at least. All right, so Mount Wario is actually a pretty popular runner. If you're able to get a coin first set, you can actually hold on to first pretty nicely. Do a little neutral hop here. And now we are in the cave section. So section 2 is probably the most annoying section because the infamous tree section. Doing some empty tricks here to get some more distance. Kind of wish I didn't get air there, but it's all good. Same thing as Shy Guy Falls. We kind of want to do some hops in the stream here. And if this were online, I would be taking the glider section, but the fastest way is to go left. And with this tree section here, we just don't hit any trees. That's basically it.
That would be nice.
You can play it safe. You can play it safe or play a little risky. I think I did the safer tree section, since really it's just don't hit the trees. Oh, there it is. I was about to say, Mount Wario also has one of the most chaotic endings, or most chaotic section 3, since we're going from point A to point B. And thankfully the shock happened, so there can't be unless someone dodged with it, there can't be another shock. There can be a blue though, which should happen right here if Daisy pulls it, or if anyone else in the mid pack can pull it. But other than that, I think we're good for this one, thankfully. All right, and that's Mount Wario and the Star Cup.
Hooray!
All right, so there's going to be more familiar and iconic tracks in the special cup here, starting off with Gusty Garden Galaxy. That is totally not Cloud Top Cruise.
Right.
Shout outs to Mario Galaxy and to all the Mario Galaxy.
I love me some Mario Galaxy.
Super bounce there where I charged an MT and then released it a little before I bounced. It saves a lot of time compared to doing 2 tricks. And this is one of the easier tracks to do it on. It's literally at the beginning. So this track is also a pace-heavy track. So I'll attempt to do a UMT glider, which I don't think I'll get. Yeah, I'm getting SMT glider, which is honestly okay. A UMT glider is a bit more precise, and this is also one of the tracks where I'm probably going to go around lap 3 if there hasn't been a shock, since shocks are pretty powerful on this map, and they were powerful pre-wave 3. And what is that nano placement?
Right.
Ugh. I think we're in good shape, though. All right, well, there's our blue. And, oh! Well, there's a shock. Which unfortunately means there can't be another one when I get to the next set, lap 3. Oh, actually, on the boost panel? Nice. And just like that, we're back to full acceleration.
Right.
So, I actually forgot to mention this. So y'all may remember the Waluigi on the Wild Wiggler meta, or just Waluigi in general. But thankfully, with Wave 4, Nintendo decided to make Yoshi the meta. I think it's because there were too many Waluigis.
Remembering Waluigi. He's not dead. I just like remembering him.
I think a lot of people do. And I'm gonna slow down here so I don't get blued off the track. Oh, that's unfortunate. Wait, can I dodge shock here? Activate? No shock. It's all good though. Lost a little bit of time there since the game just decided to screw me. Oh, there's the shock. Well, now I can take the cut, I guess, right?
Surely.
Oh, nice double defense. I would much rather have a coin here just to be faster. Well, that was a Cloud Top Cruise and a half.
That was a race of all time.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I believe Bone Dry Dunes is possibly my favorite of the nitros, before Water Park, of course. There is a Nisk at the beginning, but we need coins, so there's kind of no incentive to take the Nisk unless we have all of our coins. Oh, that's awesome. I wanted the coin first set. Well, so we're going to be a tad bit slow. Getting down in the middle.
It's all good. We get to listen to this awesome song.
It's one of my favorites. I love
so
desert backgrounds. All right, so we're gonna take the top path, but in a little cheeky fashion, we just trick off of that, as opposed to, I mean, you can do an empty trick, but not only does it give you an extra set, but if you do it fast enough, you save time than just going on the ground. That's a ground shroom on the left over there, which is kind of useless. Would have been nice if someone dropped in the cut, and that is unfortunate blue. Let's see, where's it gonna hit me? Oh, right here. Oh, nice, Nana. Perfect.
Whoa. That was kind of baller.
A little baller, a little Carter. Oh, you know what? We don't need that ground stream anyway. That's cheating. Says the one who may have taken a shroom and fallen off the track with it. Totally not me. I would never do such a thing.
Right.
All right, so now we can take this Nisk. Saves a little bit of time. We do miss the set, but we kind of don't need to chain our item here. And yes, Funky Kong is in this game, but thankfully he is not the meta. I think if he was the meta, I would have just played Mario Kart Wii instead.
Oh.
That is a nano. We don't want to hit that. All right, top path again. Also, regardless of shock, whenever you take the glider, it's basically faster than just being on the ground, since I believe airspeed is universal. Nice.
Chat, I do want to hear your favorite Mario Kart characters to use, regardless of whether they're meta or not.
Oh yeah, there's going to be like 86 new characters in Mario Kart World. There's a lot. Oh my
goodness, that is a lot.
Like you can play as the cow from Moo Moo Meadows.
Moo Moo Meadows.
Yeah. All right. So this is one of the more underrated Bowser's Castles, in my opinion. But of course, you know, with this game being the best-selling Mario Kart game of all time, I think a lot of people know this track, and I'm getting redded. That's unfortunate. So this track is based on a universal pace. So the faster strat is to go to the left side, but because that Bowser is basically punches the ground. At that part, you kind of have to go around. Oh, there's our horn. Nice.
Hooray.
Many a days I have mistaken my horn for red shells and shrooms or mushrooms. So hopefully I'm not the only one. Anyway, so we can have a little bit of a peaceful run here. Bowser's Castle is pretty good for starting in first, and also for okay. Also pretty good for the Yoshi bike or inside drifting bikes. What I mean by inside drifting bikes, if you play Mario Kart Wii, which I'm pretty sure everyone in this entire universe has, the drifting style on the Mach bike or the Flame Runner, for example, they're basically similar to this game's Yoshi bike, but I think it's a little bit tighter as opposed to. You know how Mr. Scooty is drifting as a more outward vehicle. All right. So we're actually almost done with the nitro courses. Fun fact: I'm a retro courses main. I usually drive the nitro courses whenever. Ooh, am I gonna get hit by this?
No, because you're good.
No.
Let's go.
There we go. I first started speedrunning this game with doing the retro courses, and then I realized I needed to get better, so I did a handful amount of nitro courses. But also because my best tracks are in the retro courses. So this, I usually just pick the nitros whenever I'm racing online with other folks. All right. And so we're going to be coming up to possibly... This is not one of my favorite Rainbow Roads, but the music is a banger, the background is a banger, the track design itself, it doesn't feel very Rainbow Roady. You'll see why.
You know, I can agree with you, actually.
All right, so this part right here is pretty annoying to do in 200 since you actually have to brake, and you saw me do a little bit of braking there just to ensure that I didn't go too tight to fall off the track. And do I make it? Yeah, I make it. So it's actually faster to get hit in the air closer to the ground versus doing a flip. Basically, if you spin, it's faster. If you flip, it's slower. All right, so we're gonna do a little bit of a NISC here. Where's that red going? Did it skip? Oh, it broke on something. And blooper here can be pretty... Uh-oh. Okay. Blooper here can be pretty annoying. Yeah, in the middle. That is unfortunate. I got hit after the boxes. So Daisy could pull a red and I could lose more coins. But at this distance, she might pull a mushroom. Mario hit my banana for some reason.
Chat, I would like to know your favorite Rainbow Roads, by the way. I feel like there are right answers here.
My favorite Rainbow Road is actually in this game, but they ruined it.
Right.
If anyone could take a wild guess as to which Rainbow Road I'm talking about. Well, okay, they made it faster, but they still ruined it.
Me personally, ever since I was a child, I love SNES Rainbow Road. I'm just like, it makes my brain happy. I also like N64 Rainbow Road.
Oh, that might be the Rainbow Road that I was referencing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shock blue. I think I can probably beat it at glider. No, I'm gonna slow down. There we go. And now we're back to full speed. So in 200cc, you actually can outrun Blue Shell. So doing items runs for that one could be, well, it's actually much more bearable since, again, you can outrun Blue Shells if you're fast enough. Same with the Red Shells even. All right. And with that, that's the Nitro Cups. And so we're going to travel all the way back, Mario Kart 7 prior, but actually we're going to be starting with Mario Kart Wii's Moo Moo Meadows.
Moo Meadows cow.
Oh, Shy Guy in the shoe.
What's he gonna do?
Do I get a shroom here? Oh, that's perfect. That's so good. Do some alignment hops here, because instead of dodging the blue, we're gonna take the cut. Save a lot of time. Now, one unfortunate fact about Moo Moo Meadows, they sort of altered the box placements. Instead of, I think it was like 3 item sets in Mario Kart Wii, it's now 2 sets of item boxes, which can be pretty difficult to bag, but also really good if you're trying to lessen the chances of a shock. Shock or blue. Well, of course it's me. There's a blue shell. Do I get a horn here? Nope.
Maybe.
I was trying to spin my item to potentially roll a horn, but unfortunately, that's not the case. Take the switch panel to get rid of that blooper. Now, there's an extremely low chance for another blue to happen. Okay, nice goes. For another blue to happen, and there could be a shock in play. Just gotta pay attention to whoever's in bottom 4, so that we'll know who pulls it. Oh, there's a blue. I might beat this blue actually. Oh, I have a horn.
Saved.
You know what? We're gonna do a little swag. Let's see if I can do this.
That is my go right there. That's my go. I do want to bring up some awesome chat discussion going on here. Would love to talk to the person at the Mushroom Kingdom DMV who okayed a cow to drive. Then again, we've got babies in a competitive race. We're driving on an active farm. We've got whatever Birdo is driving. So, I've got a lot of questions, actually.
Video game logic. That's how I answer it. Video game logic. All right. Oh, that's unfortunate. I was trying to do an extra mini turbo there. So a lot of the retro tracks include a bunch of backing tracks, and GBA Mario Circuit is one of them. And prior to the 8U DLC, this is the only GBA track from Super Circuit. Okay, that's another red. Defense? Nah. So yeah, thankfully there's an extra item set. Okay. That's
they hate to see you winning. My goodness.
Yeah. What does Daisy have? Does she have another red? I think that's a banana. Hopefully that's a banana. Oh, no, it's a red, of course. Okay. I want this blue shell to come so she can have a taste of her own medicine, but actually that's actually good. The bots got hit after the set, and goodness, can I drift? Come on, game. Let me drift. Let me drift. Thank you. Okay, I just need a coin up. Hopefully I can get some defense here. Ooh, that's a banana in the middle. Oh, there's the horn. Okay. No extra MT for me today. It's all good. So we're gonna try this disc again. Oh dear. Oh, okay, I'll take it. We can see. Nice. So it is completely optional to take that boost panel. I like to use it to try to cheese out some spots or to also avoid people backing at the line tightly. So pretty chaotic shell cup so far. And then we're going to be playing a Cheap Beach. I was kind of surprised to see this return from DS, but I guess they needed a beach course. Right. Since of course Mario Kart 7 had Koopa Troopa Beach and Koopa Cape.
Those are two I quite enjoy, though, I can't lie. I played so much Mario Kart 7 as a child, like a really unhealthy amount.
Oh, I don't blame you. It's pretty good. Not one of my favorites personally, but I enjoyed playing, or I enjoyed time trialing Neo Bowser City and Mario Circuit 2. One of those courses is in this game. Oh, that's another red. Oh, I couldn't back it in time. Oh, that's out of bounds? Interesting. I played this game since release, and I never knew that was actually out of bounds. Oh, that's can I get a horn? No. Oh, Mr. Krabs, can you save me? Oh,
Mr. Krabs.
He can't save me. Unfortunate. Okay, these bots are really out to get me. Oh, the red skipped.
They hate to see us winning.
Now, I did not go for a double box there because I wanted to basically cover the fact that he might have another red behind me. So it's one of those plays that you have to make whenever you're playing the game online. Oh, nice! It hit the middle. That was fully intentional, actually, and it got stolen. Awesome. And there's a blue. Oh.
I've seen so many red shells in the, oh my goodness.
Oh, Morton got hit by something. Oh no.
Oh my goodness.
Reds.
Oh my goodness.
Why? So many reds. I think I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I kind of don't want to lose to these CPUs. that
run of red shells just aged me like 4 years. Jesus.
Yeah. Like, I want to go to the next track, please. All right. So next up we have Toad's Turnpike. Now, not many people like this track, and I kind of don't blame them. It's not the same as it was in N64, but I think it's a pretty nice encapsulation of terrible traffic. As someone who was born in Maryland, shout out
we
to
love Maryland. I love the state of Maryland.
Shout outs to I-95. Anyway, so this track is actually extremely broken for the Yoshi bike, and recently it used to be held by I don't think by Yoshi bike, but it's by a different inside drifting bike. But the world record is currently held with the Biddy Buggy, and I think it's because it's better usage of the Super Mini Turbos.
Right.
As you can see here, I'm just chaining them just to maintain my speed, and also I can just snake. Whereas with the Yoshi bike, you can snake, but you're better off just driving forward on straightaways. Okay, this is also a pretty weird pattern to deal with. But thankfully, in case of a blue shell, I can hit one of the cars, or I guess Shotworks too, to lessen to basically lessen the damage. And speaking of the devil, oh, where's that thing gonna hit me? I have to time this. Perfect. Never mind. That's not perfect. A little too early. So yeah, missing that costs you 6 coins.
Me the balloons.
But yeah, I didn't really watch much gameplay of Mario Kart World, so you actually have 20 coins as opposed to 10 coins. So I'm really curious to see how the coin routing will play itself out. We're just gonna take that little glider, and there we go. Ooh, 300 points! Oh,
Yay!
Crazy work. All right, I forgot to mention, this is one of my favorite tracks of all time. One of my favorite tracks in this game. Like, this whole cup has 2 of my favorite tracks.
Okay.
Drive Drive being one of them. This is the most infamous bagger in the game. Since at the beginning there's a pretty large shortcut that saves a lot of time if you have a golden mushroom. This is also one of the only tracks where bullet builds are not that great. All right, we're actually not going to go around for the coins since we're already at 8 coins. I'll just grab these 2 here, and now we just run. So, of course, this still confuses, like, this section still confuses me. Like, why is there water for dry desert? Why is there water?
It's like an oasis, like how there are oases. I don't know.
Yeah, you know, that's what I thought too when I played this track for the first time. But I was like, I mean, I dig it.
It's Mario Kart. Like, none of the, like, once again, we had this conversation before. There are babies and cows driving karts. I don't think it's whatever, I guess.
Exactly. This is also something called a baby track, where in the Waluigi Wiggler meta, baby characters were actually really broken in time trials because of their mini turbo stat. Because they can just do a lot of snaking, and of course, with a lot of straightaways on Dry, you just did a lot of snaking. Oh, nice banana. Oh, blocks the red too. Nice. What do I get here? Okay, double defense. That's pretty good. Oh, that's not good.
It's Jola? Maybe?
That depends on what Morton has in second. If anything, the bot really shouldn't waste potentially 4 reds. But I think we're good. Yeah, we're so good. Like, literally nothing matters until second set lap 3, arguably first set lap 3, and just like that, dry desert.
Hooray!
All right, so now we're finally playing my favorite track in this whole game. And it is, of course, come on, game, come on.
If it would be awesome if it would. Let's go.
So, not many people like this track, probably because of how broken the item sets can be. Like, this set, and then the second set is broken because this track has 2 giant shortcuts. And this is probably one of the more important ones. And then this one, we skipped the last set, but it's much faster to do so unless you're bagging. And there's also almost barely any coins on this track. So it's actually faster to have 8 coins as opposed to 10 coins in time trials. But of course, since the coins regenerate, we're actually able to get up to 10 coins. Do I get a horn? Okay, that's fine. Doing an extra MT here so I can get this UMT. And if my alignment is perfect, I can do this. Barely got it. So, what? Okay. Where's that green coming from? I'm sorry? Where's that green coming from?
It just appeared. It just manifested.
I mean, yeah, I could have probably avoided it, but for comedic effect, but like, why? Why is it there?
Ooh, yeah.
It's all good, though. I should beat this blue. Keyword should. Oh, yeah, I'm beating this blue. And I think we're good. Yep.
Hooray!
And then another favorite track after this one is, it's actually one of my favorites in Mario Kart 64. They of course had to continue the whole raceway trend for Mario Kart Wii, because we have Mario Raceway, Luigi Raceway, and now we have Royal Raceway. And then I believe in Mario Kart World, N64 Wario Stadium is returning.
Oh, heck yeah.
And that's our first week startup. Awesome. So Royal Raceway is pretty, I lost count. Is this race 24?
I think so.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Maybe? Let's find out. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
This might be 23, I think.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yeah, this is 23.
Okay, awesome.
We have, I can count. We found out. It's a great day. Great day for Anarchy fans.
W Anarchy. Shout out to Anarchy.
I'm here. I'm vibing. I'm having a good time right now.
My goat. Oh, nice. The red shell blocked something. Or it got blocked by something. Oh, do I get a horn? No. That's unfortunate, but honestly, we're chilling, and that's what matters. We're just gonna leave this in the middle. Just to get an extra box. Do I get a horn? No. Oh, I lose my drift though. Okay, Daisy hit by the looks of it. Pretty awesome Nisk right there. I definitely did I mention it? I just did it.
Well, yes.
Well, yes. All right, this is where a second shot could possibly happen, right? Oh, there's one red. Show me triple reds. No triple reds? Cool. All right. All right. So after this race, I believe we're going to be taking a bit of a break, which is honestly perfect because this situational look that I'm having, like having 6 reds, yeah, I definitely need to let my hands rest just a teeny tiny bit.
Yeah, I could not imagine. I could, yeah.
All right, so this is DK Jungle from Mario Kart 7. They actually brought back some of the super popular courses from 7. Oh, I couldn't well dodge that. It's all good. Oh. Okay. I would love to have something other than a coin in second, but you know what? At least it's a red shell. You know what? We're going to teach Daisy a little lesson. Oh, I almost got her. Wanted to be a little funny. All right. Oh, wow. Nice pull. Really nice pull. So potentially, we can see a perfect race, barring Shock Blue. Or actually, barring Shock in particular. Because even if my green gets ghosted, I still have a horn. All right, so now we can actually probably go for the strat in peace. So what I'm doing here is buffering my drift, releasing my mini turbo after the second boost panel, and then just tapping R to basically get a low trick. Oh, that was perfect. Right before the boxes too. Now this track also has one of the worst endings in the game because of this section here. Oh, camera! What was that? That's unfortunate. Actually, I don't remember if that's faster than trying to go for the super bounce, but whatever. Wee ball. All right. So there can be another blue. And if it's pulled, it's going to be pulled right as Daisy gets the second set.
Ooh, I just had like vivid flashbacks to playing this on Mario Kart 7. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Ooh, ground shrooms, but unfortunately those are doom shrooms, so we kind of don't want to take those. All right. All right, so I think we can definitely take a break like right around here.
Okay, yeah, we are gonna give Peas a break because you are going... Oof, you are doing much better than I ever could. But before we go to break, while we're in the break, make sure you check out the schedule. If you're curious about what's coming up on Hotfix, make sure you check out this week's schedule and explore our full season lineup at gdq.gg/hotfix. But without further ado, we are going to go to a break, so make sure you hydrate, you go to the restroom, you stretch, get a little sweet treat, go for a little walk, do whatever you got to do, and we will be back with more Mario Kart 8 Deluxe soon. Hey everybody, and welcome back to the kart racing episode of Hidden Heroes. Welcome back from the break. I hope you did some awesome self-care, unshrimped your backs and the like. But yeah, I'm gonna throw it back over to Peas for the back half of this 48 track run of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Peas, take it away.
All right, let's jump straight into it in 3, 2, 1, go. Perfect Daisy screenshot there. All right. And we're going to kick things off with possibly the most popular runner in the game, Wario Stadium. So this is one of the most technical tracks as well. And unfortunately, I will not be able to get a UMT first turn. I'd rather have a coin here. But you're going to be seeing me doing a lot of hopping and a lot of sliding. So we're going to jerk off of those boost panels there, do 3 hops, and just like that, hardest section of the track done. So this track is mostly left turns as well. I used to think that the ramp steps were really hard, but it's, again, one of those things where you can just, if you sit down and practice it, it becomes second nature. Now here I should be able to get a UMT. Yep. This track has changed so much since the game came out. It used to be held by the heavyweights, and then when it changed to the midweights, of course, we're able to do that UMT. And there's also extra MTs that can be done prior, but honestly, there's really no point in doing them since they're pretty difficult. So we're just going to... Oh, that's actually finding a shock right there. So if you saw Bruno jerk a little bit as she was, oh gracious, as she was getting off that first boost panel there, I was doing something called an air hop. It not only allows me to, it not only allows me to realign my cart ever so slightly, it's also faster as opposed to just having some air. Let me just not hit that Nana. Blues are also super common. Shocks are actually uncommon on this track, but of course it's the AI, so anything is common with these spots around. And again, it's faster to not trick off of those because tricks can basically reset your speed value to 0. And just like that, that is Wario Stadium. And here comes another one of my favorite tracks, which is actually from Double Dash. So a lot of my favorite tracks in this game come from the GameCube because I'm a GameCube person. So I didn't even play Double Dash until I think a little before Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U came out, since I was just getting into the series as well. So Sherbert Land, I love this track so much. This beginning is possibly super difficult, but again, perfect practice makes perfect. You can get the second coin, but since we already have this coin here, I'm not too upset about missing that second coin there. And pay very close attention to my routing on this track because, you know, in Double Dash, it's faster to, well, the only way is to go to the top. I need these coins here, but we're going to go into water and charge ourselves a little S&T, do some alignment hops, block this red, and there we go.
This is a cute map, though. I can't lie.
Yes, I love the music, the aesthetics, the shy guys skating around.
They're just little dudes.
And I feel like there's really nothing to dislike about this map other than ice physics. They unfortunately got rid of the freezies, though. That was one of the things that actually no, it's still here. What am I saying? You don't get turned into a block of ice, though. Is what I meant. You just spin out.
Okay.
Similar with dry in this game, they got rid of the piranha pit. And fair warning, this track requires a lot of hopping and drifting, so my hands are already starting to feel it.
This is a good thing we just took a little stretch break.
Yep. All right. Oh, we might lap Peachette. Oh, she's lapped.
You're just
okay.
Go. I don't know. Oh,
He pulled a bill. Oh, that's crazy.
oh, she said no shot.
All right. So after Sherbetland, I believe Music Park is next. So this is one of my favorite tracks from Mario Kart 7.
Yeah, this is a banger.
Well, it is musical, so
Well, it is literally a banger.
So this beginning is going to be a lot different than time trials because we want to avoid the possibility of drafts, and also starting in first place is different than starting in the middle. So it is faster to go for double UMT at the key section, but you're better off just going for my R button. You're better off just going for SMT into UMT there. And unfortunately, no super bounce there because my controller had other plans. All right, so here I'm actually going to be delaying my trick a little bit. So just as long as you're in the air, you can actually input a trick. So I'm going to break a little bit here. I'm not in that right line to get that last bounce there. For some reason, I remember I actually played this in MK7 the other day, and I forgot how difficult that NISC is.
Yeah. Fell off this map many a time as a child.
Oh, okay. Interesting shock. But I mean, I really can't complain because it got me into set. Okay, decent super bounce, I guess. I was gonna take the glider because that's actually faster. All right, I think I should be fine here. Oh, fun fact. This game recently got an update, I think a couple of days ago, that actually fixes a bug that is actually present in 8U. So you can actually do, in quotes, pause strats on this to desync desync the music here. And it kind of broke some time trials. And so thankfully, oh my goodness, my R button. Oh no! Here we're good.
That was terrifying.
Yeah, my R button is not one to work with me today, but it's okay. But anyway, if you're wondering why this game got the update, this track is the reason. Orange?
Pause strats and that's wild.
Yep.
that is wild.
It can basically mess with the pacing of the tricks at the end. So. All right, so that was a very scuffed Music Park, even though that track is still a banger. Now we're coming up to a lot of people's hated tracks, I guess. I mean, I love Yoshi Valley in this game. I despise it in 64 though, because if you remember, you don't know where you are. If you're playing casually, you're not going to know where you are. But this track got a deserved revamp. And you can get double tricks off of that, but honestly, just not getting two tricks there is honestly okay. Not the end of the world. So the coin number for this track is really intricate. I should be at 10 coins because of the coin item here. And there's actually a NISC at the end, so I'm actually going to attempt to do it because I usually don't go for this NISC. pretty much that, but I believe it's with an S&T, but I really don't care. It's Yoshi Valley. We're having fun.
we're just chilling. It's chill.
Oh, I should probably slow down here because I can probably dodge this blue shell. Oh. Oh, it still got me. It's all good though.
Lucky.
It's fine. We'll let Shy Guy in the first. Psych.
I know he's so mad right now.
Yeah, this is actually the only track in the game where blue shells can actually cut. If I drove a little forward, I would actually have been able to get that perfect dodge, but I was playing a little too safe with that one. All right, Nisk again. All right, so there can be another blue.
I trust in the process.
But it's not going to happen here. Oh, yes, it is. But well, I can't slow down now. I can still get a horn. Oh, I can't get a horn. Oh. Oh, dear.
Nice show.
Oh, that's crazy. The shot canceled the blue for me.
It was chill. It was chill.
All right, now we have to go around though, unfortunately. Well, that's a Yoshi Valley and a half.
That was definitely a track.
All right, after the Leaf Cup, I believe comes the Lightning Cup. So we're almost done with the retro tracks. And we're gonna be kicking things off with TikTok Clock. So, Wario Stadium was technical. This is also pretty technical. My goal is to basically get 3 for 3 clock cycle. Oh, that's why would you put me there, Morton? I wanted the coin there. It's fine. And middle. Oh, okay. You know what? That's fine.
Sure.
That's totally okay. So you could actually do Kusan slides on the cogs there. I personally don't go for it because it's dependent on the pace. Okay.
Oh.
Nice game physics.
I was gonna say I hate this track with a passion. It be beating my behind. I can't lie. I'm off the map every 3 seconds.
Yeah. I have not filled the cut in that fashion in a hot minute. But again, the game will do that to you. Oh, nice horn. Yeah, I can see that. Well, now I can't get the guaranteed hands, so we just have to basically play the game.
Right.
Oh, dear. Oh, it hit my Nana. It's all good. Ghosted again? Okay. What is this? Why are we taking my items today? Come on now. All right, we're just gonna go the other way as opposed to going to the right, which is actually faster. All right, surely I'll be able to do the fast strike here. Oh, I will not be able to do the fast strike because of that blue. And we will not be getting guaranteed hands, so we just have to go around. This is pretty much like online pace. Oh dear. Take these cogs here. And there we go.
Oh, bye.
All right. So with clock out of the way, next up we actually have one of my least favorites in MK7, but Mario Kart 8
Really?
did Piranha Plant Slide justice.
This is like a hood classic, really?
Water physics in MK7 were not the greatest.
Yeah, I can agree with you on that one, actually.
But this chill track, we be out here just sliding about.
Exactly. I do really quick want to talk about. Well, kind of in the same vein, there are some racing games that are called this, but the annual Sonic Hotfix event is back with Sonic and the Sega All-Stars, because there's that game where they race, right?
Oh, yes.
This event will be live from June 14th to the 15th at 12 p.m. Eastern. This year, we are expanding beyond Sonic Speedruns to include other iconic Sega franchises, hence the Sega All-Stars. Type !Sonic in chat for the full schedule and let us know what you are excited to see.
Oh, okay. Well, thank goodness I did not get shocked there. Oh, I'll get another box here. You get a trick here? Yeah. So, driving while small is kind of important. Knowing where you need to trick and where you need to take glider, and also staking is really important as well, since you want to be as fast as you possibly can while you're on the ground, or while you're small. I think we're in pretty. Oh, give me that ground shroom. All right, so this is where. Never mind. I was gonna take the other, the middle path again, but there's no point because I'm small.
Right.
Oh. Let's see if I can pull this off here. So I was trying to do a Kusan slide there. This is one of the tracks that definitely got a strat revamp once Kusan found that strat. You basically want to slide off of that brown part, and then you want to basically charge your drift. It's again faster than just riding up right on top of the blocks. All right, and that is PPS.
Yay!
All right. So we have two more tracks for the retros. This is kind of a fan favorite from Mario Kart Wii, but also one of the more difficult tracks in said game.
Ooh. Rumble Volcano.
And unfortunately, you can't do the ultra cut.
Oh, that's tragic.
But instead, we can just play the game.
I do quite enjoy playing video games. I can't lie.
Oh, I don't enjoy getting Reddit though. You know what? Take this, Morton. Where are you at? Come here. Come here. Come here. No!
Oh, that. No way.
I just want to troll these bots. I want to have a little fun. Guess I'll be faster than them.
Like, fine, I guess I'll just win.
Let's see if I can get this Nisk. Oh, no. It requires getting an empty trick so you can maintain some of that speed, but it's okay. It's actually a difficult Nisk to execute perfectly. Oh, that's a blue. Nothing can save me unless there's a Nana somewhere. No. That is A-okay. Okay, blooper here is kind of annoying, so I have to look for the glider. I got a red warning, so that's why I trailed. Ooh, I can't see.
That. I'm speechless. That was almost really bad.
Yeah.
I saw the nanas out of the corner of. Whoa.
Okay. I guess I'm not allowed to take Nisk. That's fine.
Nope. L plus ratio, I guess.
You. Alright. Now surely I get a horn somewhere. Oh! There goes my coin.
You're not allowed to have anything, actually.
Oh, no horn. That's fine. Take glider again. Oh dear. Oh, the red skipped. Nice. Are we serious?
Oh my goodness.
Like, how many times we're gonna take my items game? Like, come on. Oh, that's Grumble. All right. So again, we're almost done with the retros, and last but not least, with this set, we have N64 Rainbow Road.
Pookie.
All right, I'm gonna be a little funny this time.
Okay, I like being funny. Right.
Already messed it up, but it's fine. Do I get a shroom? Oh, I do get a shroom. Oh. As I turn on smart steering, awesome. That's unfortunate.
Okay.
So that's actually the online strat. You turn on smart steering, and depending on where the oh dear, depending on where the boost panel is, because it's actually RNG, you can activate smart steering to basically get an SMT there. But I think the problem with doing that in a run, when you pause, it counts as a neutral input. So you're also taking your button off the accelerator to turn on smart steering there. So that's why I felt a little slow.
Okay, I do have an interesting question from chat. I'm not really sure the answer to this. So if you lap the 8th place racer and they get a blue shell shortly after you pass them, does the blue shell need to do a full lap before it detonates, or does it instantly catch up to you?
It instantly locks onto you.
Okay.
I'm trying to think, because Baby Park is a good example. Like if you're near someone and a red shell is happening, there's a very good chance that you'll get redded, as opposed to it traveling to 7th place, for example.
Oh, okay, yeah. That is a good example, actually. You learn something new every day.
Speaking of Baby Park, we might be seeing that. We will be seeing that in the AU DLC.
I loves me some Baby Park.
Oh, me too. Oh, okay, Shaka, give me a shroom. Oh, that's not a shroom.
Nuggy.
So I remember popping off whenever I saw Yoshi Circuit being revealed, because, again, I love Double Dash. I love the soundtrack. I love everything about it. And this track, no exception. It's so amazing.
It's quite the banger.
Take that little Nisk. Barely get that one too. I think that's the 200 strat, but who cares? It's Yoshi Circuit. We're basically driving around Yoshi. I meant to back that. Don't hit me. Thank you for not hitting me. All right, so it is possible to do the Nisk there, but it's one of those cases where it's kind of pointless.
Right.
It's good for time trials. It's actually faster in time trials, but for a speedrun like this, there's no point in going for that Nisk. All right. It's probably easier in AU because fire hopping, so where you can just maintain your speed by just spamming your R button after a boost. But in any case, we're almost done with Yoshi Circuit here, and then next up we're gonna be having we're gonna be having a bit of a circle for dinner.
Oh boy.
An exciting one, I should say. I bet that it's not exciting. I don't.
This bit sucks.
It sucks. I don't like. I'm trying to make light of Excite Bike Arena. there's nothing fun about Excite Bike. Respectfully. Oh yeah, that's right. They actually removed the little tunnel shortcut. It was in Double Dash and DS, I think. But for some reason, they removed it in Mario Kart 8. Oh, well.
They hate to see us winning.
And judging by this, we did not get Time Trial Cycle. Good track. Over 200 different patterns, by the way. No way to manipulate it.
Right.
So, we just gotta make do.
Well, while we're doing this, I will really quick shout out our Discord and also our YouTube. If you are looking to get more involved with the GDQ community, join the Games Done Quick Discord and add the Hotfix role, which is called the Hotfix Enjoyer role, by the way. And if you have this role, you can stay in the loop on upcoming events on Hotfix. You can chat with staff and more. Use exclamation mark Discord in Twitch chat for an invite and more information. Also, if you love watching GDQ VODs, which I certainly do, you can watch past Hotfix shows, special events, and GDQ marathons over on our YouTube, youtube.com/GamesDoneQuick. If you are watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Hit that bell icon to stay up to date with GDQ.
Okay, so...
You are struggling. We are suffering.
Whew, okay. Oh, fast strats. Here we go. Oh, do I get it? Ah, almost got it. So I have a shroom here, and I will actually be using this for the blue shell. So no shortcuts. Oh, speak of the devil. Okay, come on. Come faster. No. Man, we can't have nice things. We just cannot have nice things. Oh, that's crazy. That's just my luck in a nutshell. Right after the blue comes, I get the thing that blocks the blue shell. Cool.
Can't have anything on a tight bike arena, like, my goodness.
Oh, Morton's behind me? Well, guess what? Take this. Oh, he didn't hit it. But yeah.
It's over now. It's over now.
Yep, it's over.
Arena can't hurt you anymore. It's over.
It can't. It can't. That wasn't bad of a ramps either. It's kind of hard to explain the time trial cycle. Just go to time trials and that's what it is. That's how you explain it. All right, so now we have Dragon Driftway. This is pretty iconic and one of my favorite courses.
It has an amazing track. I like the OST is very good for this track. Is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, I should be able to get this. Nice. So we do have to hit that NISC 3 for 3, and the track after this one is going to have an even more difficult NISC.
Well, you're like the goat, so it's chill.
All right, and we're taking my coin. Whatever shall I do? Now, the only scary part about this is getting either shocked or blued near the cut. Because if you get hit off there... Oh, blooper as well. I'll have to go around because blooper's going to mess up with my traction. I could have went for it, but I'd rather not risk not being able to see where I'm going when taking that cut. So, no harm or no foul in just not taking NISC there. Okay. Of course, there's a blue. There we go. Another. Okay. You have another one, Daisy? You have another red? Oh, you do have another red. Okay, so she definitely had triple reds. Nice. So that first set can be broken because of that NISC. The game thinks that you're so far ahead that it wants to give you power items in order to actually catch up.
Huh, interesting.
Oh dear. Nice. All right. So this is the one track that I was kind of hoping to play here, and that is Mute City. So if you know a bit about this track, there is a shortcut towards the end of the track, and the NISC is a little bit difficult, but we're going to do our best to perform it at least once. So I'll try to explain my inputs here as I go for it. That's not really going to matter here. I'm actually going to back the screen so I can get a coin. Okay. Well, I meant to get
Right.
I meant to get 10 coins here, but I actually did a video on this earlier. Let's go white here. Nice. Oh, I'm getting redded.
Oh.
Off the track. That's pretty annoying. Thanks,
That's
AI.
tragic.
Well, hey, I got the NISC, except the bots just decided to red me.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah, so essentially what I did there was go a little bit wide and then do a neutral hop. I did hop around around this little blue part right here just to make sure I get the right amount of height. And wow, just so you know, shocks are extremely rare on this track. Okay. I should get
I would have never known.
Though. All right. Let's get it again. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Unlucky.
Sometimes that can happen. Oh, Lord. These reds. Well, hey, we got the NISC at least once.
At least once, at least once.
That's all that matters to me. But yeah, as mentioned earlier, I actually just made a video on doing the NISC with every single coin count. So it is possible to do this NISC with 0 coins.
Okay.
Hopefully there's not another shock or a blue or a red.
Or anything. Hopefully there are.
There we go. That was clean.
Nice.
All right, 2 for 3. That's acceptable.
Berto looks so majestic.
All right. So I think that was it for the egg cup. So we're going to be moving on to, it's not crossing cup. I think it is the no, it's the Triforce cup. It goes up and down for the DLC.
No, it's close enough.
All right, so we have Wario's Gold Mine, and unfortunately, this track has no shortcuts. And there's really, at 150, there's nothing really going on for it, other than you're basically just spamming MTs. So, let me know in the chat your favorite track, and oh, thanks, Swoopers. Your favorite track, favorite Mario Kart game, just whatever, just some interaction, because there's nothing for me to explain about this track.
We're just hanging out. Chad, I would like to hear, your Mario Kart favorites.
Oh dear. Unfortunately, I have to use my horn there. I kind of wish there was at least a shortcut. Now, that little, I guess that little tunnel section, it's not faster at all. It's just there to get, like, either a better box or some coins. There's a very rare case where you would take that path. Oh, swoopers.
We got a favorite track, Hyrule Castle, because of the music.
Oh yeah, it's so good. And we're actually going to be seeing that very shortly. Because if I remember my Triforce Cup correctly, we're going to be seeing Snesbo and Ice Outpost. And then, what's it called? Hyrule. It's kind of cool that with Hyrule Circuit, they also add Link to the game. And hopefully he makes a return in World.
There's like 17,000 characters in that game. I think one of them could be Link.
Exactly. Oh, of course, it's a shock here. It's fine, though.
Let's see. We got Mount Wario music.
Good choice.
Any Bowser Castle level.
Oh, very good choice. Oh, I'm getting glued. That's fine.
Vancouver Velocity.
Vancouver is amazing. Both beautiful and fun to drive. I think we're in good shape here. I don't think I've met anyone whose favorite track is Wario's Gold Mine. To be completely honest.
I was gonna say I can't say that. I can't say I have either. Ooh, right. Got a classic coming up.
That is indeed Snesbo. This track is very fun. Loved it in 7, and it's just as amazing in this game. It's they basically Control C, Control V. no shortcuts other than like the ramp that's coming up here. However, this track does operate on a global cycle. That's what I was actually trying to say earlier. And it can also be pretty annoying to TT, especially trying to go for an optimal time. You have to be, you have to not get pace locked, and it's very easy to get pace locked if you're fast on this track.
Ooh, we had Maple Treeway. Good choice.
Good old Treeway. It's almost like a lot of the Mario Kart Wii courses are in this game because of the DLC.
Yeah.
And we get to play Toad's Factory very soon. Yeah, I'm really excited.
We're winning.
Can I get tricks? Thank you. Oh, of course, there's a blue.
Driving well small.
Are those ground shrooms or is that a red? I think that's a ground shroom. Give me that.
There's two of them.
Well, we only need one of them.
Yay!
Just using two of them does nothing for us, unfortunately.
What is the word I'm trying to say? I'm simple-minded. I see two mushrooms. I would like to use two mushrooms.
Yeah. Oh dear, I can't see. Okay, we're good. Nice. All right. So next up, we're gonna have Ice Outpost, I believe.
Well, yes. If it would load, that'd be cool.
Yeah, there we go. I know my course order. For the most part. Oh, DK Mountain is a really good one. I love it in all three versions of the game too. Well, I guess 4 if you count Mario Kart Tour. I've not played the Tour version. So Ice Ice is...
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, Ice Ice is actually super popular amongst the Japanese players. You can run it, and you can also get easy drafts. But yeah, what are you going to say, Anarchy?
Oh, I was going to say, Tour is like one of those games where it's like you have it installed on your phone and you play it like incessantly for like a week and then you never touch it again.
Yeah, that was me when the game came out. That was me when Mario Kart Tour came out. I was both excited and then I got bored after like day one.
Yeah.
I mean, it served its purpose. It kind of did help with the 8 Deluxe DLC that we did not deserve. Well, no, I take that back. We did deserve DLC, but we did not. I did not expect a lot of it to be from Mario Kart Tour. But I guess it works. They the way that they presented it to the fans was really good. I also hope that Mario Kart World doesn't get DLC. I just hope that there's just more courses that they haven't shown us along the way. But, I mean, if we do get DLC, then so be it. Wouldn't be surprised, though. Oh, blooper? I will do this under blooper. Ooh.
We don't need to see it still.
Now, I have a love-hate relationship with Ice Ice. I like this track starting in first. I hate this track starting in a bottom spot. Because everyone is getting coins, and everyone has triple items, and everyone is being slow. Yeah. All right. And also, quick mention, I do play a lot of Mario Kart Lounge, so if any of you out there knows what I'm talking about, it's basically a fan-made server that gives Mario Kart a... how do you say, a MMO? Not really MMO, but like, you know, it gives this game a proper ELO system compared to VR and such. So we have ranks like Iron, Bronze, Silver, Gold, so on and so forth, and the highest rank being Grandmaster. Over like 50,000 people are in that server as well. So if you ever want to improve your Mario Kart skills, I implore you to join the Lounge server, which you can find on the brand new Mario Kart Central page that launched yesterday.
Hooray!
Yeah, all you got to do is just go to mkcentral.com and you'll be able to find the lounge server from there if you're interested. And there will be a new lounge server for Mario Kart World, which I personally will not do until I've had my time speedrunning the game and such. So yeah, so right now I'm grinding to hit 10k MMR, which is basically Sapphire, before Mario Kart World comes out, and I'm pretty close to Platinum too. So which is basically one rank off of Sapphire. So if y'all want to see me be a little funny while occasionally crashing out at the video game, and some people for being mean to me, definitely give the good old Peace S&B a follow. I wonder who that guy could be.
Highly recommend. Good content. Love the iPad baby content in the middle of the night. It's great.
Let's see what happens here. Can I dodge it? No, I cannot. I can get a horn? No, that's unfortunate. But I think we should still be in good shape here. I honestly forgot that this Niski. Well, I know the Niski exists, but I didn't really explain it. I mean, y'all just saw me do it. Pretty self-explanatory. Okay, we're fine. Nice. All right, so just like that, we're almost done with the run. Actually, we have 16 more tracks to go, I think, if my math is correct.
I was gonna say this is a track number.
Oh, I take that back. We don't have 16 more tracks to go. My bad. I can't count. we have 8 more. My bad. Oh, speaking of Baby Park.
Baby Park.
Which feels like, 2 races and a half because there's 7 laps. So in Mario Kart DS, Baby Park was actually 5 laps, but then in Mario Kart 8 they changed it back to 7.
Huh.
Of course, this is pretty straightforward. I kind of do miss the chaos that Double Dash had, for example.
Oh my goodness.
where there's just a giant Bowser shell just rolling about. Am I gonna get starred? Oh, I am gonna get starred because everyone took the cut. Oh, let me live. Oh, hello, Funky Kong. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh my goodness, what is happening?
I'm just gonna go wide. I'm gonna back this bomb too to get rid of Daisy's triples. Oh, there's another bomb. Okay, Baby Peach. Okay, well, that was a perfect Baby Park, minus
whatever that
starred.
just was.
So the reason why 150 is a lot more popular than 200 is because of the difference in skill. 200cc, while it's pretty fast, it's unfortunately pretty technical, and not many people are going to be used to brake drifting. And of course, 150 is perceived to be the main mode, so that's why you see more 150 players than 200. I'm taking this Nisk, even though I should be getting coins, but this is for swag.
Chad, do you rock with cheese? I love cheese.
I love this track. I usually don't pick it though because I kind of don't like picking backing tracks that are just literally a cutscene's worth of a race. Because this track is infamous for its broken bill extensions, especially this first item set here. We're just gonna go for the Nisk again, methinks? Yes, we will. Oh, that's a Nana in my line too to get that Unity. So we're just gonna take the scenery and just go around. And for some reason, they decided to make Cheeseland extremely jazzy, and I love it.
I'm rocking with this so much.
Oh, there's a blue. I think this will catch me at the line. Hopefully there's a shock that cancels this blue. Oh, there's an Nana. Oh, I missed it. That's fine. I still have my defense. And I think that now should be gone. Nice, it's gone. Ooh, okay, get me out of that. Nice. So, the ending cut that you'll see here, you definitely need mushrooms for it, but in 200, it's actually much easier to just hop through the sand to get that first glider. And I think you do this for all 3 laps, actually. But that's only in 200. Oh, that Nana. All right, and that's Cheeseland.
Yay!
All right. Let's see. It was Baby Park, Cheeseland. I believe Wildwoods is the next. Yep.
Well, yes.
So Wildwoods actually got a strat upgrade. I think a couple of years ago when the Kusan slide was found. I will do my best to demonstrate it. I don't know. You know what? I went this way because I have a coin, so that makes sense. I'm getting redded. That's awesome. So I'm not going to be on pace for the strat that I want to do. Oh, thanks, Daisy.
It's always Daisy.
Okay, she backed her item. I don't need to hit her. Psych!
She just got swagged on.
1, 2. Oh, that's not fast enough. I should still get it though. So getting that speed is just as fast as going around. So the way you want to do that is to get a super late trick, and then you want to hop into a Kusan slide very quickly, and then do, I believe it's a left trick. The inputs are really difficult. But a lot of people who really enjoy this track, and a lot of top players too, do pick this course, and they know how to do it consistently. So I can try it again here. Oh, okay, that's almost it. That's faster than just eating dirt and then tricking, so. Okay, I think I can go this way. Yes, I can. Kusan slide here, and there's a blooper. I'm gonna go around this barrel. Oh, there's a blue. You get a horn? No. Well, I'll get a Nana, but it's not gonna be fast enough for me to Nana snipe myself, so I'll just take my double defense and move on. Let's see, where are these boost panels being aligned? This looks decent. Okay, close enough.
Sure.
And that's Wildwoods. So one thing that I could have done before the start of this run is manip Animal Crossing, but I always like to see, for runs like this, I always like to see what season I'm going to get. Hopefully it's spring, and I get. Wait, this is summer.
Let's go.
Well, this is the time trial cycle, so that's even better. So the difference between the Animal Crossing seasons, this is of course the time trial cycle. Basically, there's 2 ramps towards the end of the track here. Spring has too many ramps. Winter has no ramps but ice physics. Autumn has no ramps at all. It's actually the most optimal season. And then I think I listed all the seasons. Yeah, pretty much it. Oh dear, I wanted that UNT there. But yeah, Animal Crossing is a pretty fun track, minus winter because of the ice physics. And I'm going to get redded. No, thank you. Now this part can be a little annoying, so I'm going to do a little straight to give myself some height. I want to guarantee a box because clearly I was going to get redded, so I should be able to get another one here. So instead of tricking there, I went for an MT before that trick since it's faster, and again, getting tricks can reset your speed value. Okay, now in the middle. Nice. Oh, that's not. Oh, wait, that's nice. Oh, give me 2 of these.
Yummers. Let's go.
That's where it matters because once I think once that little shroom boost thing is close to running out, you can use another one to extend that distance. So it was actually really good that I was able to get 2 shroom boosts there. Oh wait, Resetti? No.
Whoa.
Man.
That's
Of course, Mr. Resetti just had to.
He was just there.
Yeah. All good. All right. So we have 4 more races to go, actually. Yes, we do. All right. So we have Neo Bowser City. This is one of my favorites. Actually, I think this is my favorite 7 Nitro course. Don't you ruin it, Daisy. I know you want to ruin it.
She wants to. I just know she wants to do something out of pocket.
Oh, she gets hit. So I put a lot of time and trials into this track because it used to be a baby track, and of course I was a Baby Daisy main before the meta shifted. So a lot of the MTs that you'll be seeing me do, they thankfully carry over to midweights. Oh no, my coin has been stolen. Whatever shall I do? Oh no.
No.
Oh, nice double defense. So these hops that I'm doing, they are of course alignment hops, so that they allow me to set up my drifts a little quicker. Now I do this by, I do this naturally. There's something called delay drifting. It's where you input a drift, starting from neutral. Sometimes I will do it, sometimes I won't for certain drifts, but it's important that you know how to delay drift so that your MT comes out faster. Oh, nice. Should be in good shape here. Now this track is one of the most difficult ones in 200 because of course water physics. And also that S-turn is a little bit too small, so oh no. Oh, Berto, please make it. No. It's all good. Still made it.
All good.
All right. Now, hopefully, in Mario Kart World, first place doesn't always get coins. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the case, but hopefully they're allowed to get more defensive items. I didn't see much of the trailer or much of the demo because I want to see it for myself as opposed to making judgments, because knowing Nintendo, they're going to make a lot of day one changes.
Right.
All right, so we're coming up to, well, we're playing one of my least favorite tracks in the game. It used to be a skill issue track. It still kind of is, but it's also terrible to drive online because of lag and such. I even time trialed this for 12 hours and I still hate Ribbon Road. Oh dear.
Oh, okay, you're the GOAT? You're just the GOAT, actually. It's chill. It is so chill.
I should have been off the track. I should have been off there.
It's so
man.
chill. It's chill.
But yeah, you actually, this is one of the only tracks where you would rather get an SMT over a UMT because the MT needs to run out a little quicker to get that boost, and this is one of the reasons why this track is not that fun, because shocks can ruin the pacing of the waves here. Oh dear. Well, couldn't drift. Should be able to make it to this part here. Oh no, I'm dead. That one's on me. It's fine though. So I was actually trying to judge whether or not I want to trick off of that or just MT. Probably should have went for the MT because that's the safer way to go. But this, even high level players still fail on this track. Now, I don't know what pasting I'm going to get, but hoping that I can just get... Oh, I'm getting blued. I'm just going to go around because it's going to catch me literally right at the boost panel. Okay. We're just going to take a little... Oh, my goodness, Morton.
They hate you. Oh, my goodness.
Okay, surely we lived this. Okay, cool. No foolishness.
Yay.
Anyway. So we have one more track to go, and that is Big Blue. So it's been fun. I take that, but we have 2 more tracks. I lied.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
I literally forgot Super Bell Subway. Oh, I'm gonna get roasted for this, and rightfully so. Everybody loves Super Bell Subway. How could I forget this? All right. Now this track is also a bit of RNG. Okay, National Morton. This track actually has a RNG cycle to it, so I think I got a decent train pattern. And by decent, I mean I'm not gonna have to do some monkey ball wire physics lap 3 to avoid the trains. Actually, that's fine if they took my red. Because I would much rather have a horn in this position, but I'm not gonna use my items at all, so I can potentially block an item here. And also I can just use the trains to basically hit myself whenever I'm getting blue. Oh, I'm gonna have to use this. That's unfortunate.
Unlucky.
You have to like either straighten up or use your item a little early when you're getting a hit while doing a turn. It's really annoying. And even then, as you can see, I'm not the best at blocking items whenever whenever a turn is happening. It's annoying. 2 shocks and Luigi dodged. Uh-oh.
They hate you.
Oh dear. Yeah, I think we're good. Oh dear. Okay, I couldn't go tight there because of that shock there. Ooh, ground shroom, but I can't take it. That would have been a nice ground shroom had it been anywhere else. But whatever. All right, now we have
now
Big Blue.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious. Playing this game can take a lot out of you, so...
We're almost there, we're almost there.
Yeah. All right. So Big Blue does have an ultra shortcut, but that's only in 200. It is possible to do it in 150, but it's ill-advised. It requires you to have a golden mushroom, and I'm gonna need days to pass. There we go. She backed someone. That's funny. Now, I actually want a second place box. Give me a shroom. Nice. Oh dear. Oh. I'm making sure she does not green me. Okay, yeah, she shot up a green. Nice. So using your X button is super important to know what items the enemy has behind you. Especially if they're not trailing a red, they're just holding it in their hand. It gives you useful information. All right. Oh. I was trying to hop over that so I could block the red, but it's honestly okay. Now, you might be wondering, why didn't I burn my shroom to block the red? Well, I wanted to dodge the blue. So, better than wasting my items there. Oh, great. I don't care. I don't care. Where's the blue? Shoot the blue. And I'm at 10 coins. So we have this cut, and time's going to be when I cross the finish line. Guess we can't dodge the blue. Uh-oh.
Awesome things happening right here, right at the end.
Can I do some swag? Yeah, we can do some swag. All right, and time.
GG's.
What a run.
That's my goat. That's my goat right there.
But yeah, that's the base game of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I will be playing this game on GDQ Hotfix one last time, but it's actually going to be for Juneteenth. So I'm not done with this game just yet. Hopefully on June 5th, I'll have obtained a Switch 2, and then you'll be seeing me grind more of that. But until then, you can catch me playing this game on my channel, twitch.tv/PeasSNB. My goal is to hit 10k MMR, which is Sapphire, before Mario Kart World comes out, and I think I'm on pace to do that. So I just need to keep playing well, and really just go from there. So shout outs to Anarchy for having me on her amazing Hidden Heroes show.
Of course.
So support your marginalized groups regardless, and always stay cool.
Thank you so much, Peace, for that amazing run of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I had an awesome time. The vibes were high. But with that is going to do it for this kart racing episode of Hidden Heroes. I hope you all enjoyed. My name has been Anarchy, and once again, make sure you stay tuned for more GDQ Hotfix. This is going to be the end of Hidden Heroes, but we've got another show after this Express Lane with some awesome games that are going to be on it. Very excited to sit back and relax for that. But remember, my friends, you're all great and that you are all heroes, and make sure you stay tuned for more Express Lane.